All right, we are live. Cajun Coin Hunter here, aka Boudreaux. How y'all are tonight? All right, we just here for a little while. I don't know, 30 minutes, an hour or so, maybe not even that, probably 30 minutes. I was in a live stream earlier with Founded Buried, with Nonk Al and, well, Uncle Al. We call it Nonk Al in French. Down here in South Louisiana there, and you all know about oldies and goodies right there. And he was in there and found it Barry's stream. So anyway, I think we got a couple of people coming in here. I'm gonna get on my YouTube side right quick, and I'm fixing to fix me some supper. Well, actually, it'll probably be almost breakfast for me, but I want some roast beef. Roast beef. That's right. Probably I'm gonna make me some potatoes that are gonna be I don't know, fried or something with some of that roast beef in it. Yeah, that'll work. Let's see if I can find my own name over here on YouTube. Every time I do CA and then I do Cajun, it doesn't pop up my name. I gotta do all of Cajun coin and then before I hit the end it comes up. Okay, now it shows me I'm live. Okay, that's muted right there. Got that done. What's up, Slanka Staka? What's going on, mon me? First one here. Let me get my settings right on my video quality. And I will be busy here in a sec. Make sure that's right. Yep, that's right. All right, get back in my StreamYard side. Get that done right there. Gotta get back on this part. Yeah, when you go live, it's a little process. On a cell phone, it's harder. Takes a little longer. Put it that way. I got that done. Got that done. All right, Slacker, you can check your email. Well, I'm going to check on something here and wait on a couple more people to come in. Let me do this real quick. All right, let me look back at y'all over there. I don't see Slacker in there yet. Slacker, I sent you an email to join up, bud. Just fixing me a little food for later on. Ghost behind the refrigerator. Yeah, it's a ghost. I got a spirit in here. Oh, you're not coming in yet. I got you. No, actually, it's cigars. I don't smoke cigarettes. I ain't smoked cigarettes in, oh crap, 28 years? Something like that. Yeah. It's, when I wake up, I don't cough and gag and all that and everything else. Nah. But I tell you what, there might be something in this house besides a cigar smoke, put it that way. Just might be. All right, what I'm doing, I was in a live stream earlier and I said I would continue it on. They left. He was on like 6 hours. I was founded buried. No cow was in there, so I said I'll get on for a little while and I'm gonna fix my food and just some roast beef that my sister-in-law cooked last night. All right, Slacker, not a problem. Dragon Ken, you want a link? Jump up in here, shoot the breeze for a little while. Let me see if I can pull you up on email. Dragon, by that name. Yeah, there it is. Gotcha. All right. Dragon Ken, I sent you a link to jump up in here. Oh, and then I will be talking about that auction we having tomorrow. Today, I mean. Today is Thursday, my time right now, so I can't say tomorrow. Massive sinus and all that. Oh, man. All right. Not a problem. Yeah, I got some new meds today. Yeah, I got some new meds today. I got that one, and I got that one for my sinuses and stuff. Oh, man. That's a pain in the butt. Oh, there's Mike Badger. In fact, I was gonna call you early tonight, Mike. Early this afternoon, I should say, when I got back from the doctor's office. But when I got back from the doctor's office, Missy calls me, and guess what? Boudreaux, I'm over here and at the bank by the store, and they had to push me over here. The brakes went out on the Jeep. So they got me out of the traffic. I'm like, oh boy. I said, all right. So I went over there and I put some brake fluid in it. I went to AutoZone. I bought a big old bottle of brake fluid because I found a busted wheel cylinder on it. And yeah, so I bought a big old bottle of it, expecting it would take the whole bottle, but nah, it didn't. It didn't. Phil Guy, who that? Who that? What's up, John RMS? All right, thank you for coming in, John. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm not staying here long neither. Me and Mike's going to talk about that auction tomorrow. I'll just send you a link, Mike. Dragon Ken, those boogers, ripping, Razo Propane. I'm glad. Even 5 years expired, it's still $20 a piece. Oh, come on. Wow. Yeah, they got some expensive meds out there. They do. They do, believe me. And I know all about that too. I still pay for them. My insurance don't cover it. Gotta turn this water off over here. Give me a sec. Yeah, I'm gonna make me a quick supper, aka breakfast, and I made a twice baked stuffed potato last night with roast beef and the gravy. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take the leftovers from that potatoes and that roast beef, which is pulled apart. You know, when you like pulled pork and all that. I did that with that roast, chuck roast. So uh uh no, Mike. I checked the price on one. They were very reasonable on that brake wheel cylinder. It was 18.99, and they had to order it. So Johnny looked at me and kind of tapped me on the side, and I knew what he was going at right there. So he has an account at an auto parts store here in town, and he gets like 25 or 30% off because he has an account there. So, oh well, okay. I watched your first release of video before it removed this morning. Other than sound, awesome stuff. I was still able to hear you. Dragon Ken, you talking about a video from me? One of mine? What's your first release of video before removed? I didn't remove a video. Unless you're talking to somebody else. Oh, that's John RMS. Okay, gotcha. Silver and gold, baby. Oh yeah, yeah. I got a notification on that, and I couldn't watch it or something.
Morning.
Well, actually, I was going to the doctor's office. When I saw the notification, and then when I got back from the doctor's, I jumped on YouTube for a little bit, and then Missy called. I was on the phone with Mike, not Mike Manager, but another Mike. And the phone rang. I thought it was the pharmacy calling because it looked like the same number, but it wasn't. And it was Missy using somebody's cell phone telling me that she was broke down over there, no brakes. So anyway, make a long story short, uh, Johnny has that account over here at a different auto parts store, and I think I can get that for like $15. He's gonna throw it on his account. I just pay him in a couple of days because he has a 60 net 60 account. He has 60 days to pay his account. You know, he said, Boudreaux, if you need your money for your wheels and stuff, he says, I just wait a little bit on that 15, $16, whatever. So, how you doing, Mike?
Doing fine, sir. Been messing with the cable guys all day.
Well, that don't sound good.
No, it's a pain in the butt. I
That's
made them stretch new cable from the road to my house.
oh yeah, yeah, a drop.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I've had I don't know how many trees come down on that line. You know it stretched it, and
Oh yeah, yeah. You had that big old tree fall on your house. Correct.
yeah,
Yeah.
that one got me thinking about it because I had another little one fall on that line. So I said, look, my internet ain't worked right, and I don't know how long. So y'all need to come out and run me some new lines. They got here quicker than I thought they would. So,
Yeah.
but it's still a pain in the butt.
Oh, John already met. Corn Dog 42, if that's the one you're talking about. Uh, didn't he have surgery not long ago, and he's just back on now? Something like that. What's up, Shadow? Good to see you again.
Hey,
Okay.
Roadrunner.
Oh, Roadrunner's in the house?
Yep.
Wait. Oh, okay. I'm not on the YouTube side. I had Roadrunner up in my thing earlier.
Maya, did you have a good birthday yesterday?
Oh, Miss Mia's in the house. I need to
Yeah.
get on.
Sorry.
I guess I need to get on. I don't even see Mia in here.
I must be ahead of you. YouTube chat popped out. Maybe not.
Yeah, corn dog surgery.
Have I got two?
You got two running.
I got two different streams running popped out.
Yeah, Mia got off. I don't know, 2 hours ago probably.
Dang. I was running somebody else's stream there. Sorry about that.
Yeah, because you had mentioned a name in here, Roadrunner.
No, Roadrunner ain't even in here, I don't think.
No, I heard you say Roadrunner, and that's what I was saying. Yeah, Roadrunner was in my live stream when I did my silver wheel earlier, and we were talking about the auction and stuff. And then we got Monsieur Joe Durbin that's going to join us tomorrow.
Oh, he come in and join.
Yes, sir.
Good deal. I ain't
Yeah,
ready.
that's what I thought. Yeah, Joe's ready right now. Believe me, he's ready.
Joe's always ready. I don't know. I'm always the last one to be ready.
Oh, okay.
Then I'm not
Well,
ready.
actually, the last one that's not ready yet is Super Silverman, and he's the one that started all this. You know? Yeah, imagine that.
Have you heard from him today?
No, and I done sent him 2 emails. I'm gonna send him another email after I eat and get off here. I'm sending him another email. Hey, you need to get with me tomorrow afternoon. This is impertinent, very impertinent and important.
He made a lot of money yesterday, so he might not need to.
No, he needs to make a lot more than what he made yesterday. And he was on at 10 o'clock this morning. From what I hear, that's what a couple of people said.
Don't he go to school?
Huh?
Doesn't he go to school?
Who? Super Silverman?
Yeah.
What kind of school?
I don't know. I heard him talk about it last night on the auction he was having. On
CCO has school.
Okay.
CCO is like 15, but no.
That's what I got backwards.
Oh, gotcha.
He was on CCO's channel when he was doing that.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was in there last night for a little bit. I bought a Morgan.
Yeah, I've seen that. It's good price in that Morgan too.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was you that said, "Hey, don't price that Morgan. Start that Morgan off at least $18." You know.
Yeah, I kind of spoke my mind.
So it was you that did it, okay?
Yeah.
So everybody was bidding like $11, $11.50 or 12, what have you, and I just came right back, boom, $18, boom, finished. See, two finny of it, so
And then he had those 4 walking liberties, man. Nobody was even going to give him the silver price.
I don't even think I saw those.
I think that was right before you came in. And
No, I was there from the get-go.
was you? They was in. He
Yeah,
had.
I was there from the get-go because that Morgan was the first thing up on the
Oh
block.
well, maybe it was after you left in it. I don't remember the time span,
That was
but
probably well. I was in and out. Put it that way. I was in and out.
yeah, they were only going to give him something like, I think they priced it 11, $12 for 4 of those. Man, those are 634 silver weight, each.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, maybe he paid a lot less for them
Well,
and stuff like that because I think he was the one making the prices
yeah,
on that. So
I put in chat. I said, "Come on, guys, these things are 634 silver weight, you know." And it did.
yeah.
They did go then. I think you got $25 out of it,
Oh yeah. Okay. I
or maybe a little more. I
I
can't
might
remember.
remember that. It's just my money was already spent. Okay. In the last week, I bought a lot of stuff from different people.
Um,
Uh,
I'm
and I
still
did
trying to
I
figure
did
out.
get your package in today. In fact, I was showing that off today on my coin scope. Hey,
That, that
people
talent
fell
coin,
in love with that excellence, that coin of
that talent
excellence,
coin,
that Louisiana coin,
yeah, it's
that
pretty
bronze
coin.
coin. People fell in love with that.
It is pretty coin. I thought, man,
I put it under the scope and showed the lettering, what it said and stuff, and I had it
yeah,
way up. I had the scope way up, high as I could get it.
I like the color
And
of that thing.
oh yeah, that's an award right there.
That what it was, an award coin,
Yeah.
or is an
I
excellent coin,
well,
wasn't
I
it?
think so. Yeah. Hey, Craig Durbin, how you doing, brother?
Hello, Craig. Snuck in on us.
Michael E. Fines is in here. How you doing, Michael? Good to see you. Yeah, we now we just talking about Super Silverman's deal for that auction tomorrow, and Mike Badger that's in here right now, and the Badger, he's going to be in the auction. Roadrunner's in the auction, and Joe Durbin, your buddy Craig there, your lost cousin is going to be in there, and everybody's experienced in the auctions so far, very experienced in the auctions so far. Uh, Super Silverman, I don't know if he's been in one before. Well, he was in one last night and today, but uh, everybody's gonna have two or three items that they're gonna show, a time limit, uh, for the bid to start. If nobody bids on the coin, uh, then that one's gonna be closed. Then we're gonna have uh, another item up for bid, or buy it now. We're gonna do it that way too, Mike.
Yeah,
You can have a buy it now or a bid. We'll
or
do it both ways.
you're going to call it right.
Yeah, I'm gonna orally call it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna have people in the one or two people in the chat, uh, writing stuff. And if I can't get it, I'm gonna do that myself too.
Okay. What we were doing on the last one or last couple of CJ's, he was writing it in the little stream uh, box on the bottom of the screen, the stream yards. That
Yeah,
seemed to work. What it is and the price seemed to work out pretty good.
yeah. Well, you see, CJ has more technology than I have. For a bigger computer, I'm on a laptop. Uh,
Yeah.
Joe Durbin has his banners already set up a StreamYard where he can have his own uh, PayPal address up there,
Yeah, I'm
or
gonna place my name.
yeah, there you go. Yeah, you put your next to your name, correct, correct, and that then that way people will know your PayPal link like that. Yeah, it's gonna run like a a well-oiled machine tomorrow. It will.
There's always a few, but hey, you
Well,
know,
you're gonna have a few, you know, right when I go live, uh, everybody's gonna be in there because it's a set time. Everybody knows about it. It's been announced a bunch of times on different streams, and that pre-announcement we had the other night, you know, last night or yesterday, whatever you want to call it. And I think there's a couple of more people that's talking about it. So yeah, I expect about 50 people being over there at least. Not all at once though. You know. So
yeah,
like I said, about the first 5-10 minutes, we're gonna be announcing each other, uh, and then talking about the auction, welcoming people, greeting people in the chat. All right, Shadow, thank you for coming in, my brother. Uh, we're gonna do that, and about 10 minutes after we go live, maybe not even that. That's when we're gonna start the auction, starting the bidding.
sounds good to me.
And if Superman's late, uh, we're just gonna start without him. And when he comes in, he'll get the rhythm of the flow. And Mike Badger just lost connection. So anyway, uh, we're gonna have the rhythm going, and that way Super Silverman can see how it's going, and boom, then he'll just follow the rhythm, just like a drummer or any good musician. All right, you back with us, Mike?
All right, I've hooked the camera up. That's what I need to go through some of this before we try tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
All
yeah,
right, Craig, I sure will, brother. Uh, found it buried. Hey, man, I'm glad you made it in. Let me send Craig Durbin a link here. He wants to jump in here real quick and say a few words. And while y'all shooting the breeze, I'm gonna be fixing my food.
what do you eat?
Uh, I'll show it after a while. It's well roast beef, and then I'm doing something special with roast beef and potatoes, like shredded roast beef that I pull apart by hand.
Like what you used to call shit on a shingle? that
Oh no, no, totally different.
was years ago, though. Army time.
Oh yeah, I know what shit on a shingle is. I know what triple S is, shit, shine, shave.
Yeah.
SOS is shit on a shingle. But I'm just doing this with some leftovers, and I'm gonna show y'all what it is here in a little bit. I'm waiting on Mr. Craig Durbin to pop up in here. So you're gonna be showing off a few things you're gonna have tomorrow,
Yeah, I was just going to hook my cameras up mainly and see what's happening.
right? There's Mr. Craig Durbin. How you doing?
Doing good, brothers. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
Rick,
Sure
how
can.
you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. Hey, I've been trying to get people to kind of think about something for a minute in Silverman's situation. I think that somebody needs to go through his collection with him and handpick some things and get him to make a silent video auction to cover what he needs to stay where he's at for next month and
Uh
put that out there so the videos can be shared and people can bid on those when they have a time to do that. Or maybe
huh.
somebody else made the videos so that he can get himself afforded a situation where where he needs to be for a month. I mean, he just
Right,
covered he has to stay till the first of the month. I think it's critical that the information be kind of out there where people can have a little bit of time to prep for it and not just give the stuff away. And it seemed to me like things the other night, people really weren't wanting to touch it because it's kind of a sore subject when you see somebody going through that.
Yeah, that's what I couldn't handle last night when
when everything was going for dirt cheap.
Sometimes.
So I think that he needs to have some videos made on some items and set a minimum and put the videos out there and let the community do a silent bid on those at the starting bid. And, just have somebody verify, hey, this is legit. This is a good price for this piece. We're going to start here and go from there.
Well, you see, last night at what it was, 10 o'clock my time, it was, he was on CCO's channel, and they wasn't very well prepared, I think, and they started the prices too low. That's why Mike Badger jumped in and said, hey, that Morgan's worth at least $18, and I knew it was myself. Now, it's not worth that in silver because there's silver's not even $18 an ounce, and there's not even an ounce of silver in a Morgan dollar, but it's worth $18 numismatic value.
Well, and this is where I'm coming from. He's in a tight spot, and he's not thinking clear.
Yeah. So when he put something up, me, Mike Badger, Roadrunner, and Joe Durbin, we know what stuff is worth. So we can set a fair bid price on that, even if it's lower what it's worth, because you always want to start off something a little bit lower. You don't want to start off a Morgan dollar at $10.
No.
Unless you got a lot of people in the chat that has a few dollars to spend, and then let them have a bidding war. When I've seen $11, $11.50, $12, $12.50, $13, I'm like, oh no, that's mine. $18. I put $18 straight away.
They take care of stackers. But what I'm getting at is he's afforded a little bit of time, so he could let some videos run, and we could throw the links around, and he could get some bids over a week period of time on some select items that should be able to cover him to be secure.
Yeah. He is secured right now, but
he may not
trying to pay back that money that he borrowed. That's his main issue. Michael Kittle, Rare Coins, is in the house. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, Michael.
Oh, Michael said tried to buy a few things from him to help out, but he didn't want to sell. Okay. Well, if he was showing the coins, he should have sold them.
I think that's part of his situation is that he's not thinking clear enough to say, this is stuff that I'm not going to even put in front of the camera because I don't want anything to even come out and for a desire for that item. And, at the end of the day, they have to break down and sell some of that stuff.
That's what Michael just said. I was thinking the same thing. You can start it at any amount you want to, at $1. If you have that will know.
That's what I was saying earlier. You can start it below the value.
Yeah,
and then let the bidding go up.
If you've got people in there that know what it's worth, then they'll bid, if they want it.
Okay, what Michael just said, he showed 3 things and wouldn't sell. Okay, this is my, for example, hypothetical situation on that. All right. If I have something that's real precious to me, okay, like a tool, okay, a rice shovel, okay, a regular hand tool, a garden shovel, rice shovel we call them down here. If a friend of mine came and asked me if I had a shovel that he could borrow, a good shovel, I'm not gonna say, well, I got a shovel, but I can't let you borrow it. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna say, no, I don't have a shovel. I can let you borrow. I'm not gonna say I don't have a shovel. I say I don't have a shovel I can let you borrow. I'll give him a cheap shovel. That he can break and bring back or not bring back and say, oh, I'm sorry, the handle broke. I think it was rotten. No, I'm not gonna let him borrow my daddy's old 80-year-old rice shovel. If you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm not going to be showing stuff in an auction that I'm not going to sell.
Yeah, don't show anything that you're not gonna sell. Like, hey man, you got a drill I can use? Yeah, I got one, but you can't use it. No, that's wrong there.
Yeah. How old is Silver? How old is he?
He's 30, 30-ish.
Well, he probably hadn't sold too much, you know.
Yeah, I mean, Craig, Mike, me, we all kind of up there.
Yeah, I got birthday Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the last of the silver babies, and I'm the last of the baby boomers. So
Yeah,
that tells you what year. That tells you what year I was born in, right there. I was the last year of the 90% silver coinage, and I was the last of the baby boomers. My dad was a World War II vet, so yeah.
I was collecting when getting silver every day before you were born.
Oh, when I was half-dollar road hunting when I was a kid, boy, I was all excited. Oh yeah, and finding the wheat pennies and penny rolls all the time. When I was a kid back in 1969. Oh yeah. And in fact, I was doing that. I was 68, 69. 69 double die. They just found that. Man, I was looking for that. And you know how many wheat pennies you'd find in penny rolls from the banks in 1969? A lot.
The majority.
It wasn't that many. It was like, say, 5 or 6 a roll.
I was born the first year of the memorial. So,
the first year of the memorial. Okay. Okay. Well, you got a couple years on me.
yeah, I saw a lot of wheat. Indian head is what got me started. That first Indian head I saw, I was amazed. That was cool.
Well, midnight. I think you hit the nail on the head, Carpenter. I mean, it did go pretty good. It started out a little rough though. Now, when I tried to get it started, uh, and I had sent Mike an email, but Mike was out of pocket. Roadrunner was out of pocket. He didn't have no battery left on his phone when he jumped in, and I didn't know I was going to be streaming against Chuck Daughtry, and I will not do that because I go to his auctions on Tuesdays, and I just forgot it was Tuesday, I guess. So we had a good hour and some change in minutes on an announcement live stream video for Thursday. And the word's out there. So, and I'm still trying to get in contact with Super Silverman. He hadn't replied to my emails yet. Hey, man, look, I need you to get with me.
Well, that's what I'm saying about those videos. He's got to have $400 or $500 worth of select items that should bring that kind of money, And if he would drop, a half a dozen videos and let people have an opportunity just to put a number on the video, like what Phil's been doing for the rainy day fund, I think that he'll be a little bit more successful.
Yeah.
Because he's got a week or so before he really has to have that capital to make the impact that it needs.
Yeah.
You know, and instead of trying to jump back and forth and have confusion in a live stream, it'd be a lot more cut and dry, and at least he could ensure that he's going to be successful to be where he's at for another month.
Yeah, correct.
And I don't know his situation, and I don't know what his living expenses are or how that arrangement is. But if you got 30 days and you need to go somewhere, it's a lot easier to plan for 30 days than it is for a week or a week and a half.
Yeah. Oh, he's got expenses covered for, another month or two or what have you. At least they're not evicted from their home like they was gonna be that day. Friends and family and all that came through. So now he's just trying to pay back what he borrowed.
Yeah, but he's got next month coming too.
Yeah, he's got next month coming, the month after that, and all that. So, and then he had got laid off.
Well, and the issue is he got laid off at a time where he couldn't draw his winter layoff pay. So,
Really?
because he got laid off at that point, he may be stuck in a situation where he can't draw unemployment.
Winter layoff pay?
Yeah. Well, contractors, when you work throughout the good months, they rely on the unemployment system to make up for the bad months.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what line of work he's in. So
construction work is what I assume, because that's the kind of trades that do that.
Yeah. Yeah. And like I said, I never heard him mention anything about that.
And typically he's dealt with that in the past by working through the good weather. And then when you get into the bad weather where you can't work, then you have that cycle where unemployment makes it easier for contractors to draw unemployment wages. And then they just make it up with higher unemployment tax.
Yeah.
On the withholdings.
Oh, I see what Michael just said here. He was selling walkers at one point, but he said his phone messed up. Wanted $15 per dollar face, but CCO said 15 total. Yeah. No. You can't sell 4 walkers for $15. No, it would be
they didn't know what he was talking about.
That would be $30 for 4 walkers.
He kind of confused everybody. And I saw Michael. He was going to bid on those, and I don't know if he did. I don't think he even bid after that on those. Did you, Michael?
I think that those 4 walkers went for $30 though, if I remember right.
Yeah, it's 25 or 30, and I know they started up. I put the silver weight in.
I thought that Weaver bought those at 30, and I think she jumped in there and said, "Wait a minute,
yeah,
we can't do this at $10. Sorry, guys."
I couldn't stand it either. I put the silver cost in it with the silver weight. They were $6.34 a piece silver weight, so that's $25. Those $25. Come,
hey, Dragon Ken, how you doing, brother?
Yeah, come on, guys.
Well, that's why I was saying about the videos. If he would put the videos out there on a couple of select items, and let the videos run.
Yeah.
If things get jacked up in a live auction, at least he's got his bases covered.
Right. Yeah. You're probably right. He needs to do something where he won't get took. Get himself caught out and have to give them away.
Well, I donated some money to him because I hate seeing people down on their luck and giving up their treasure. It's just easier for me to say, you know what, I'm going to be all right. I'm going to give you this, and what you do with it is your business. Good luck.
That's cool, Craig. I'm glad you're in a position to do that.
I am too. I'm very grateful for it. I don't ever take that for granted, but it's something that's hard for me to tell somebody to give me something that they deeply care about for a helping hand.
Yeah, this year's been rough on me. I've had a lot of stuff come up that was unexpected, and a lot of bills followed it. So yeah, I've sold a few things I didn't want to, but maybe I can make it back. I
My
figure I made it one
guy,
time.
and to me, it's like somebody just giving you a sucker punch right in the sternum.
Oh, it
I'm still
does.
here, guys. Hey,
At that
I'm still
point.
here. I'm listening to y'all, but I'm in the background. I'm over here at the counter, kitchen counter, doing some preparations on some food. So I'm listening. Y'all keep
He's
on.
gonna make us hungry.
I might.
That's what he's gonna do. I'm trying to diet, lose weight, and he's showing food.
I tell you what, old redneck Stacker was putting the food away last night
Yeah, he was.
and the night before. Of course, when you're 7 foot tall, you got to probably have a pretty good appetite to keep up with that body moving.
And he was wanting to buy coins so bad last night. He was almost ready to beg Michael to sell him some coins. I think he did finally talk him out of a few
He
some cages.
trying to get Silverman to put some silver in front of him that he could buy, and I
Yeah,
know he loves to buy it silver, and I just don't think that Silverman was getting the point. I think the Red was trying to tell him, look, put the silver that you don't care about out there, and I'll throw some money at it.
yeah,
And I just don't think Silverman got the point.
yeah. He didn't. I think that did go over his head. He just threw some junk silver out there. He'd have took every bit of it at a good price. You know.
Now, I felt bad. He put a couple Morgans up there early on, and nobody would even touch him. But I think the part of that is the fact that he just didn't put a tag on it.
Hey,
for a price.
the first coin he put up was a Morgan, 1884, 1885. Oh, I think it was. And he started the bid, I think, at $10 or something. And there were just some, and it all just started, and there were young kids bidding on it 11, 10.50, 11, 11.50, 12, 12.50. And Mike Badger said, hey, that's melt $18 or numismatic, whatever. Anyway, I think it got up by the time I typed it in, I put $18. My bid.
Yeah, I seen that.
I got it.
There-
I
there
mean,
was-
I got it at a fair price for what it's worth. Now, it wasn't in any good condition or anything. I'm talking about like very fine or XF or not. It was probably a very good or a fine. You know, uh, but I got it, and I might put it on the wheel. Or I might throw it in my collection. But I couldn't see that coin going for 12, $14. Put it that way.
No, because of the value, the weight value is more than that.
Yeah, correct. And then I said, man, y'all need to start them coins a little higher or wait till more people come in. I wasn't in the panel saying this, in chat.
Yeah.
So, anyway, that's my story and I'm sticking to it.
You're all right, brother. We know you're solid.
Yeah, I didn't have any money to spend, so that's all I could do was put my 2 cents worth in. I'm not afraid to do that.
You're good people, Mike. I got a lot of respect for you, brother.
Hey, appreciate it, buddy. I'm just old, that's my way. Michael was talking about a little auction they hold at a coin club he goes to or something last night. And he said they hold auctions and he had bought some stuff. And they had one little stipulation in the auction that I kind of liked. If the coins that the seller is selling don't bring what he's thinking it should, he is allowed one bid on his own coin. So if bidding dies down and it's under what he thinks it should bring, he can buy his own coin.
Right.
And that's
And I think
not
that,
a bad idea, you know.
I think that one of the things that Silverman said the other night when I was talking to him is that he's got an opportunity to go to a dealer there, and he was going to take some of the cash that he had that was available from the stuff he sold to try to grab some of the stuff from the coin dealer that he thought he could get a good buy on and try to add that into the mix, which I think is a good idea. As long as you get stuck with it.
If you can roll it, that's the way it goes. I mean, you buy low and sell high.
Yeah.
That's the whole game. You know, I hate to go into an auction and see have what am I trying to say? Where they set their price and I can't think what it's called. Crap. A reserve, where it's got a reserve listed and you bid a price that you think it should be worth and it's not at their reserve. I just quit bidding, you know.
Yeah.
Turns me away a lot of times if I just see a reserve.
Well, I think that it's key, you know, and I don't like to gouge people at an auction. You know, and when I first jumped in on that first auction for the rainy day fund, that large cent, I didn't feel had enough of a bid that Michael Mullins donated, and I jumped in there with a solid bid, you know, and then I ran that bid up, but then I gave it back.
Yeah.
You know, because I was trying to be fair and I was trying to help out, and I could afford to do that, but you know, and I'm still amazed at the $200 that large cent brought.
Yeah.
I know, me, it was worth it because it got the excitement into the auction a little bit.
Yeah.
But I don't want to go into an auction and run it up and have somebody get stuck with it either.
Well, yeah.
If I'm going to run the price up, I'm going to own it.
But I like that little idea of running them, you know, auction at a no reserve, but owner, like Michael's saying in chat, if he gets cold feet or he thinks it's going way too cheap, he's got one bid to buy his coin back. Now, if he places that bid and somebody goes over it, then he sells the coin.
Yeah, like I said, I hope that somebody can drag Silverman off to the side and give him some advice that he could adhere to try to save himself a little bit of face. I know it's got to be hard to do this.
I don't know him that well, so you know, I could help him, but I don't. Like I say, I don't know him that well to tell him stuff, and I wouldn't feel right about it.
Right, and you know, there's nothing wrong with the people that are helping him, and I think that they're doing it with the best of intentions. And I'm not going to say anything bad about it. I just think that there's people that have a little bit more experience in the coin community that could guide him a little bit and make things a little bit more, make things smoother for him.
Yeah, or he wouldn't lose his ass on some of it anyway. You know, it's easy to do, man. You can. I remember years ago, I sold a few coins to no guy and I wasn't really into selling my coins at that time. And he talked me out of them. And I had bought them 10 to 20 years before that. So they were a lot different when I sold them.
Yeah.
And he rooked me. He knew it. He rooked me. So I started watching my rear end after that.
Well, that's one of the reasons why I got a bank box and I've got my coins put up. And I keep wanting to go drag them out, but I hate to drag them out because if they're out, then and it's just a whole nother ball of wax.
Accessible, huh?
You know, and when they're put up in a bank box, I got to physically go into the bank and pull that stuff out of the bank box. And it makes it a lot more, okay, do I really want to go mess with it, or I just want to leave it alone and leave it there?
I don't even have enough to in the bank box no more. I rarely even use the one safe I've got. Well, it's dwindled in the past few years. We had a little bad luck on a storm a few years back. Some of them went because of that. Others I lost because of that. My wife, she had COPD, so she ran up a lot of hospital bills because when I got laid off, we lost our insurance and then nobody could cover her. So,
yeah,
man.
you know, the stuff that I've got put in the bank box is stuff I haven't even looked at in 20 years.
Oh, God, I couldn't stand that. I'd have to have.
All right.
Kept my clothes, but they were locked up.
Get some rest, George. We'll see you later, brother. Popzilla is asking for a link, Cajun.
I just got my StreamYard set up. Okay. You know, I don't know Popzilla that well. I will let him in. But actually, this is trying to talk about the auction and stuff.
I found it very good.
Popzilla, you got something to add to this auction? I mean, like input or something? Or what?
35 hours LEDs, huh? Might have to go turn him on later and just let him run.
Like I said, Mr. Popzilla's come in my stream a couple, 3 times, and you know, I don't know him. Does anybody else know him?
I'm not familiar with him, but you know, that's not to say that you know somebody else doesn't know him.
Yeah. Oh, he wants to see if his StreamYard's working. You know, Popzilla, I'll let you in here a couple minutes. You know, that's not a problem, all right? You have to send me an email. And you know where my email is at. You know where my email is at.
No, I don't think anybody's saying that you're a dumbass. I don't think that at all. I just, you know, we were having a conversation about a situation with one of our community members, and we're kind of trying to bring some awareness around to what's going on and how to come up with some ideas on how to help him with this situation.
Yeah. Oh, no. Nobody said you was a dumbass. No. Nothing even close to that was said.
No. Wait. That's not what we're saying either. We were just having this conversation, and that's what Cajun was asking, is if you had some input that you could add to it. You know, because we're having this conversation.
Well,
you know, just doing a hangout in a chat stream, it ain't usually a big deal.
Yeah, and you know, a late night stream like this, I don't mind a couple of cuss words like ass, shit, or whatever. But this is not a cussing stream, dropping the F-bomb all the time and stuff like that, you know. So that right there is totally out of the question, you know, because this is a rated G channel.
Yeah.
Because I get kids in here, and I want to be this live stream available for a video. So a couple of little bitty minor swear words are allowed, you know, because people hear that in school. I puff cigars on the channel. Yeah. All right. You asked me one time if I was smoking weed. All right. No, I don't smoke weed. You know, guess what? I'm gonna delete that message. Okay. Now, you know, I'm the host of this stream. I'm the owner of this channel. Okay. Please respect me.
Yeah.
You want to come in here and then you're gonna I puff cigars on my own channel? No, no, sir. That's not right. And I am polite. You are, sir. I guess you are Mister.
Hey, Silver Star.
How you doing, Silver? You didn't ask me. I won't ask you any stupid question. What are you talking about, Silver? How you doing, Silver? But if anybody wants to come up in my panel and I don't know them, I have questions.
Yeah.
Because we've been having a lot of trouble lately giving links out to people that are out in the general public, and people just drop in the backstage imitating people. I'm not saying you doing that, Mr. Popzilla, but I still have to be careful.
Well, and this is a known fact. YouTube will not police your channel. You're responsible for policing all of your own comments, all of your own created content. If YouTube finds that they don't like your content or your comments or anything of that nature, they reserve the right to close your channel.
Right.
Without any warning or anything. So creators are getting a little bit more restrictive on what they allow on their channel, and they should.
Yeah, some of it, but the copyright infringement, I don't. They get a little too strict on that. If somebody had a radio or a TV on and it accidentally got loud or something, and it was heard over the stream of somebody else's stream, they ought to be, you know, they should check, see where that come from in the first place. Was it the man that had the stream, or was it somebody in that stream? You know what I mean?
Yep. And Michael Fines is hit the nail right on the head there. That's why the creators have not been dropping the links into the general chat to join the panel, is because you got to be restrictive and know the people that you're bringing into your stream to make sure that kind of stuff doesn't happen. And
yeah.
There's some weird people out there.
You got that right.
Correct. And let me see. I just read. You said you had questions. Let me have one. I'm open and honest. Okay. No, I was saying if you had something to say, that pertained to the auction, if you had any good input on it, then we are all for that. But you can put that openly in chat, typing it. And I do realize that you just got StreamYard up and running and stuff, and you want to try it out. That's fine and dandy. But like I said, you've been in my streams a couple, 3 times, 4 times or something like that. I've seen you in a couple of other people's streams, 1 or 2. So I do have to be careful.
And it's just not an appropriate time for an open chat situation when we're trying to discuss this situation. Most other times, it will probably be ideal or perfectly fine. Cajun doesn't have a bit of trouble having people come on his panel. In fact, a lot of times, you'll find the Cajun will invite people just out of the blue and say, hey, come on up here and help me for a minute, or come up here and have a conversation. And Cajun's not one of those guys that's stingy about sharing his his stream time with anybody.
Yeah, that's right. Ed Nicolai said, well, Michael E. Fines, I know Michael Fines. I do. I do. Not personally, but he's a good friend of mine. And his wife. Miss Irma Clips. So I know Mike and Irma.
Hello, Ed. How you doing, brother?
And I know Ed Nicolai. You know, Ed is a very trusted friend of mine. He trusts me, and I trust him. Ed trusts me with money, put it that way. And guess what? Ed Nicolai won my last silver string with money he trusted me with. I was talking about him earlier in my stream. I'm like, I have people that I keep a very extensive logbook for my silver wheel. Okay, a very extensive logbook. All right. I'll see all them tabs on there. That's all different sections for different things that goes on with the wheels. There's Andrew's section, there's my section, there's the Go Wheel section, the Silver Wheel section, there's the credit section that people send me money ahead of time that entrust me with their money. Yeah, I remember you saying that a while back, Mr. Popzilla. You wanted to do a live stream a while back, and you wanted people to go in it and all that. But what it is when somebody else is having a live stream and you go in their live stream and said, how about I start a live stream and do a giveaway? So that means, hey, I'm going to start a live stream. I want all of your people to come in for a giveaway. I don't think nobody's going to leave this live stream to go to a giveaway. And I'm not even having a giveaway tonight, right now. They might go after I'm over with.
I'm going to go out on a limb here, Cajun, and I don't want to be disrespectful to Mr. Popzilla, but I'm going to guess that he is a younger fellow. And I don't mean any disrespect by that, but I don't think that he has afforded a little bit of respect to some of the people in here. And I'm not saying this in a disrespectful way, but there are kinds of things that you say and you do, and there are things that you don't.
And I was going to mention it the other night, Mr. Pomzilla. If you would have said that in Silver Giveaways live stream about, hey, I want to do a live stream and do a giveaway, how many people want to come in? He would have banned you for life. Silver Giveaways, David Lee and Susie would have banned you for life. I'm not going to do that. I like you. You come in my streams. Okay, 45. Okay, I'll believe it. Okay, I'll be right back. I got hot grease on the stove.
All right, Cajun.
Yeah, I'm fixing to show y'all what I'm going to do here in a sec. Y'all keep on talking.
Man,
what I just said about Freeman and his auction stuff, I think that he's got a pretty vast amount of copper, and he's got to hit the right community people for that copper.
Yeah.
What I was looking at the other day, it seemed to me like he had a tote with probably upwards of at least 100 different copper items in that tote that were all put into those cardboard sleeves.
Yeah.
So he's got a nice one, and he's been working on a collection for quite some time. So
I like copper more than I do silver, collection wise. It don't mean I don't throw silver back every time I get hold of it, but to collect, I would rather collect the copper coins than I would the silver. I've always been a penny man, a 2 cent man. And I just like that side. I was going to tell you, I know a barber shop quartet that'd love to have your voice in it, Greg.
Oh, hey, I got a buddy of mine down here. It's a radio disc jockey. He's a good friend of mine. We DJ on the same radio station. We on air personalities, and he's right at Craig Durbin on his voice with that deep voice. Yeah.
Yeah, it is deep.
If y'all would ever listen to like tune into KBOE and 101.1 FM, you can get it on the computer, on a laptop or desktop live. All you got to do is click go live and listen to it live. And Monday through Friday, you're Hoss Childers, and he used to be in Texas and another state. He's from down here in South Louisiana. He's from Crowley. If you ever hear Hoss, he sounds like Craig.
Really?
Yeah.
I found I'm under a rock when I listen to myself on the internet.
Here's what I got tonight. I was fixing to go into hot grease. This is a twice baked potato that I did. It was a baked potato. I put butter on, and I put pulled chuck roast beef in here. And then what I did tonight, I cut all that up real fine. Added an egg in it, a little bitty couple tablespoons of milk, teaspoons of milk, a little bit of flour, and I'm gonna spoon this out of some hot grease and make what they call kind of like a fritter. Potato patties. You know, fried potatoes. I'm gonna do it like that. Drop that in the hot grease, and then I'm gonna make me a roast beef sandwich with the rest of the roast beef.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be good.
I might have to go somewhere else to be good. I'm hungry. My dog's been getting more to eat than I have.
Look, I found my army spoon. I found my army spoon from a long time ago.
Army spoon?
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, it is.
U.S. Army. Been having that for a long time.
Cajun, you can still bring my stove back anytime you want, brother.
What's that?
You can still bring my stove back anytime you want.
Oh, yeah. As soon as Mitch's finished with it.
I think it's awesome. We have the same exact stove.
I found one that was just like my mama used to have at the Goodwill store up here in town, and they had it priced too. I think he was wanting $175 for it. I just couldn't see paying that much.
I found a stove I would have loved to have at one time, and they wanted about $10,000 for it, but it was a wood-fired stove from, had to have been about 1600. That thing was unbelievable. And it had 2 ovens in it, and then a warming section, and then it had to have, it was probably 6 foot wide, so you could have cooked for an army on that stove.
Was it gas?
Huh?
Was it gas?
No, it was all wood fired.
Oh man, I've got no cook stove still. I've got it set up on my back porch
In a mansion or something of that nature. So, it was an indoor stove unit fired on wood, and it was big enough to cook for an army. I mean, that was unbelievable. And tip-top shape, too. I mean, super nice.
In order to find the old cook stoves like that, you don't see them around here at all anymore.
And like the burners on the top side of the stove had burn bucket for them and everything. I mean, it was pretty neat.
Yeah. Mine's got a one eye that will slip out, and it's got a pot that fits down in that hole. And you can either steam with it or you can slow cook with it. Depends on how you build your fire.
Yeah.
It's cool. And there ain't nothing like pot of beans on a cook stove, man. Or them old fire or wood burners. They seem to taste better.
Yeah, I've got an old cistern that was capped with concrete years ago.
Yeah.
Out at our farm, and I put a bunch of cinder blocks around it, and then I put a cinder block in the middle, and I'll burn on that concrete slab, and then I've got a bunch of old grill grates. I'll cook right out on the open fire, and to me, there's nothing better than that.
Yeah. I live that way. You know, I'm out in the woods. My nearest neighbor's probably a mile off.
Yeah, well, we've got the farm here local. I don't live on the farm, but we've got 400 acres, so it's back off the beaten path a little bit. It's kind of nice.
Yeah, it's I like it being out away from people. You know, you can't see where I live from any direction, even above. Well, you might now. I lost a few more trees this past week. So, next time Google flies over and takes pictures, you'll be able to see my house probably.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm hopeful that somebody will catch Silverman and kind of help him a little bit, give him a little bit of advice or guidance.
Oh, I've been trying, believe me.
I know you have, Cajun, and you're a good brother like that.
Been trying to email him, and all that. Hey, dude, please get a hold of me. Need some information. I got information for you. I said, look, here's my phone number. Call me. You can talk a lot faster than you can type.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
And you can understand the wording of it, if you know what I'm talking about.
It's hard to get emotion behind a typed comment. And I think that people get misunderstood sometimes with that aspect, that they say something and it kind of comes across in the wrong light because they don't see
You gotta watch how you say things in a chat.
Right. That's why you got to use capitalization
and punctuation.
There's a difference between helping my Uncle Jack off a horse with the right capitalization and punctuation. And there's a difference between helping my Uncle Jack off a horse. All right, there you go.
Yep, that's a good analogy right there.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at the inside that fried potato with roast beef and all that.
What all did you put in that again, Cajun?
Okay, that was a twice baked potato I had. It was left over. There was a huge potato, like a pound potato.
Mm-hmm.
And I baked it. I had butter in there. And I took some roast beef, chuck roast that we made a gravy with. So I kind of scooped out all the meat, fluffed up the meat, and I put a bunch of beef, pulled pork, but it was beef in there with gravy. And I mixed it up, and I was eating on that. That's called a twice baked potato. So what I did, I just minced all that up real fine, chopped it up, with a fork and a knife, real fine, and cut it all up in small pieces. Then I added one egg, a little dash, 2 teaspoons, or maybe a tablespoon of milk. I mixed all that up. I put a little flour in it to give it some consistency, and then I got my grease up to like 340 on Craig's stove over here, and I just took my big army spoon and dropped some big dollops in there, and it came out, looking like that. And this one here, I cut it in half to show you all what the inside looks like.
You're lucky.
And there's some bell peppers in there, some onions in there, everything. And I didn't even coat the outside with flour. I just dropped it in the hot grease. And let me tell you something. I didn't take a bite yet, but I've already ate these, and it's awesome. And it's leftovers, redone leftovers.
Like you said, that's similar to a fritter, but
Right.
it's also done in the manner that you would make a dumpling with, where you spooned it off into the grease.
I never thought about it. I'm eating stuffed baked potatoes all the time, and
It's like a huge hush puppy. Hush puppy.
Yep.
Yeah, like you said, spooning off dumplings, but you see down here, we don't spoon off dumplings. We roll the dumplings out.
Yeah, I roll mine out.
Yeah.
Too. I like the dumplings tougher.
Yeah, when I make dumplings, I use a base of about 3 cups of flour, and then I'll put 6 to 8 eggs in there, and then a pinch of salt, and I'll mix that up into what I would call a little stiffer consistency of pancake dough.
Yeah.
And then I'll bring my chicken noodle stock or my chicken broth stock up to a rolling boil, and then I take a teaspoon and I spoon off my dumplings into that boiling mix, and that's the way that I make my dumplings. But I mean, that's a recipe that's been in my family for probably 7 or 8 generations.
Yeah, we call them fluffy dumplings here. I know exactly. I make those, but I also make some and I roll them out. It's more like a bread dough, and roll it about 1/8 of an inch thick. Slice it. They almost look like noodles, only wider, and I'll drop those into my roll bowl of stock.
Man, I see it's called Heart Attack on a Plate. Not this, it's roast beef and potatoes, meat and potatoes, and an egg. Just put in some grease, and the grease is all drained off.
The other thing that I like to do is I'll use that same starting mixture, and then I'll just add flour into it till I make it into a dough.
Yeah.
And then I'll roll that out, and I'll cut egg noodles out of it. And you roll it out flat, and you roll it up, and then you slice off pinwheels, and then you air dry those noodles for about 4 or 5 hours. And then I make my chicken noodle soup like that.
Oh, man.
Don't make noodles.
And, the nice thing about doing dumplings or noodles like that is you can put the flavor you want right into the mixture. And as it cooks, not only will it absorb the broth flavor, but you can have your onion spice and all that stuff already in the dough. And the flavor is unreal.
I like doing mine that way too. That's good that way.
You can't buy egg noodles like that. I mean,
No.
You can't even buy them. You can buy egg noodles, but you can't buy them like that because they'll literally cook up to be almost a 3/8 of an inch thick.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got a pasta machine. I make my own pasta quite often.
But
And
it's
you can throw
simple. I mean, it's just a matter of having the flour, the egg, and the salt. And then you put your seasonings in there and just mix it till you get the right consistency that you want, and then just off to town. You know, there's no preservatives or any harmful stuff in it at all. It's just, you know, about as pure as you can get.
That's another thing I like. I like knowing what's in my food. No.
Yeah, that's right. And well, this right here, I did put flour in. Like I said earlier, not much. You know, just kind of hold it together.
That and the egg, dog.
You know, the egg, and you know, I stirred all that around, and I put a little bit of flour, and I said, "Oh, it's a little too thin," so I put a little bit more flour, and that was it.
The other thing too is that flour will help it get that golden crisp on the outside.
Mm-hmm. And I didn't re-dip it in flour, you know. So, oh man, and I didn't put any seasoning in it neither. That's all natural, right down. No salt, no black pepper, no red pepper, no nothing. And it's still good.
I wanted to ask you, do you make bannock?
Do I make what?
Bannock?
Spell that.
BANOK, I believe.
Man,
It's a bread mixture that a lot of campers use.
that sounds familiar.
I've never heard of it.
You talking about like a biscuit mix?
Yeah, where you would mix it up out in the woods, and they normally would just wrap that around a stick and cook that on an open flame.
Okay. Is that the same thing as Bisquick or Pioneer Pioneer biscuit mix or something?
I don't know. That's why I was asking if you made it.
Wait a minute.
I know that there are a lot of guys they'll put their flour and seasoning and stuff into into like a Ziploc bag, and then when they get out where they're doing their meal prep, they'll add water into it and make it into a stiff dough, and then they'll wrap it around a stick and then bake it.
I think I know what you're talking about. I've seen it, but I've never done it. Yeah, it's a wilderness food. Prep, and it stay good for a long time.
Yeah.
And I forget. I think I got a buddy of mine, Jeremy. He lives over in Texas, East Texas. What's that big swamp? Them bottom woods in East Texas, between Lake Cato, Louisiana, and Dallas. What's that big down swamp area over there where people say they saw Bigfoot and all that?
I don't have any idea.
Oh, okay. He's from that area, and look, if you put him on what's that reality show called where they drop you off in the woods and all that, and you gotta survive. Survivor, yeah. Dude, he'll come out 10 pounds heavier in 3 weeks.
I laugh at those people on that show. They know they're going on that show. Why don't they prepare?
Yeah. Oh,
I didn't know how to start fire up before I went.
This guy was almost special forces, okay? My buddy. And they do a background check on you and all that. So if you're anything like special forces and all that, well, they might let you in. But he was in Army. He was way up there, and he was raised in Northeast Texas, right there out in the swamp and all that. He can make snares, traps, whatever, anything. All he needs is a knife. He can make his own string, make his own rope, make his own everything. All he needs is a knife.
Yeah, I think the Dragon King knows a lot about that outdoor stuff.
Yeah. I was reading that.
Bannock is a First Nation snack. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, pemmican is like jerky, but it's made with meat and berries full of energy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that was Indian food, Native American, like you said, First Nations food back then. Yeah. You know, you can take a true blue, red-blooded Indian, and he could start trotting from just say New York and be in Mississippi within a week. Within a week,
Thank you.
a true blue, full-blooded Indian. Yeah, yeah. Those braves and warriors, especially in the Iroquois tribe, years and years and years ago, they used to dunk babies like in ice cold water when they were babies to get them prepared for the cold.
They got me prepared when they throwed me in the tub when I was little.
They did a what?
They just throwed me in a wash tub when I was little. Give me a bath. They got me
Oh,
used to cold.
okay.
Our old houses were cold up there in Virginia.
Yeah, there you go. And oh, you can read the stories on the tribes up there, you know, in the Northeast. Interesting stories, believe me.
Take care, Michael.
And all that's on YouTube.
All right, Michael.
Yeah, not fine. Oh, Mike. All right. Thanks for coming in, bud. Appreciate you very much. Michael and Irma's done got a couple of packages from me. They have. they
What
got a
time?
couple, they got a
That
couple of envelopes from me. What's that?
what time is that auction going to kick off tonight?
5 p.m. Bayou time,
Sweet.
Central.
Cajun time.
Bayou time. That's right. Bayou time is Central Cajun time. Yeah, C CST. Okay, Cajun Standard Time. There you go. Thank you, Craig.
It's pretty good.
So, and I think it's gonna go pretty smooth. You know, Superman can be late. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He'll get it. You know, he's been in a couple of auctions now. So, and once he sees this, if he's late, he'll see how this one's going. He'll be like fourth in line, and he'll like, oh, yeah, no problem. This is easy. I can show three items, you know, or two items or three items. I think we're gonna do like two or three items. Like say Mike Badger's gonna come in, okay, or Joe Durbin first. Joe's gonna announce what he has. Then he has his secretary right by his side, right there, and he's gonna say, okay, this is up for bid, you know, or a buy it now, BIN. So if it's a buy it now, whoever types in, like say he says, okay, buy it now, $5. Whoever types in that $5 first gets it.
Hey, Treasure.
Hey, Treasure, how you doing, mon ami? Good to see you in here again.
Morning.
We're talking about that auction coming up. Yep, or you can do BIN 5, you know, but if it's a BIN and everybody knows it, and I don't know if Joe's wife's going to type in go or what, or somebody's going to type in go on that, but usually when it's announced, BIN, buy it now, throw that number in there, and that's it. Boom. It's over with. That item's over with. So he puts up the next item.
We usually was just doing one at a time. That way you'd have time in between to write your write whoever bought it down, get your next one ready while the other
Okay.
guy was doing theirs.
I've seen some do two, but we can do one or we can do two, and then after that's over with, then it goes to the next person that has something up, and then I'll present them just like right there. Okay, got you presented, Craig.
Yep.
All right, nobody can see nobody else, and nobody else is talking.
What's Craig go for now?
I don't know. $3. Buy it now. I'll take it.
Man, that's a heck of a deal right there. $3.
I need somebody to help me around here. Yeah. Well, really need some help the other night. I was in a world of crap the other night. Up on that slick roof, trying to cut that tree off a house in the dark. That was fun.
Treasure said I just bought someone's buffalo nickel collection. Over 250 buffaloes and over 400 coins total. Wow. Wow.
But they came with a nice price on it.
You never know how much they were getting rid of them for.
That's just it. That's the one thing about coins. It's only worth what somebody's willing to pay for it.
That's fact.
Yeah. Matter of fact, speaking of buffalo nickels, Roadrunner has
Good morning, Sean.
one of those 3-page folders for buffalo nickels,
Yeah.
and he's got 18 nickels in there, I think, and that's going to be a giveaway.
Oh,
That's going to be a giveaway, in the stream giveaway.
that's a good prize, Trish Groves.
I'll
$250.
tell you what, Sean Craven's going to have a heck of a nice giveaway for his 250 subscriber. That's coming up here, I think, in a week or so. If I'm not
Yeah, I need to go and watch one of his, get in on that.
I need to catch up on everybody's videos. I haven't been doing what I should.
Well, yesterday was a bad day for me. Today was a very bad day. Tomorrow is going to be kind of a bad day. With me fixing the Jeep and all. And then trying to get these packages out. And I ran out of tape. That's what irks me the most. I ran out of shipping tape.
I've got to go get some in the morning.
Look, you see this?
No, you still got me on presentation.
Oh. Y'all see this?
Yep, shipping label.
One label.
That's labels I make. I print through PayPal. Okay. There's only one piece of tape holding it. I ran out of shipping tape. I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe that. I was supposed to get these packages out tomorrow. I was gonna do that on the way to go get the part from brakes on my Jeep. I gotta go to Walmart, get that because Walmart's cheaper than the dollar store on that huge big pack. I mean, I got like 65 yards of tape, and that's how much I used in the past 3 weeks. 65 yards, and I don't use a lot of tape. I use that to tape the envelope, like that. Put a strip on the edge of one on a regular mailing envelope, and that's it. 65 yards. That's 3/4 of a football field, 2/3 of a football, over 2/3 of a football field. Yeah. Yeah.
I was holding it back at DOT the other night, and that's when I ran out. I was supposed to go the next day, yesterday, and I didn't do it. So.
Bill J has all the shipping tape. Yeah, you're right about that. Bill J version 2. He does everything in shipping tape. He went to that green tape, like my blue tape. Uh, for taping the flips, the cardboard
Yeah,
flips and stuff.
and
The
that's
painter's tape. Well, he used some green tape, but guess what it was? It was the same thing as the shipping tape, but it was green.
oh, he thought it was painter's tape.
I guess.
Oh,
And look, these little cardboard flips like this. Okay, you recognize that, Mike Badger?
I recognize that one.
Yeah, you
That
recognize
might
that.
work.
Anyway, shipping tape tears all this up, and it'll tear this mylar film off of that flip.
I tape them to the card. They're gonna.
No, but you didn't use shipping tape on the flips.
No,
You had them in a Ziploc bag, Then you put tape around the bag.
Right.
Fine and dandy, because you shipped it to me in a padded envelope. And that's the first time I seen a padded envelope look like that.
Those are waterproof.
Yeah, how did you fold that thing in there and all that?
It's resealable too. If you look at them, they can be used twice. Just depends on the way you open them.
Well, I have to kind of. Yeah, y'all check this out. I got it right here. Y'all check this
special right there.
It said tear here to open.
Yeah.
So I did that. It didn't want to do well. It did it, and then this came apart. That's in 2P. That's a flap. And then this came out like that and opened up into one huge envelope.
Yeah, you can still use that envelope too. It's got another strip of adhesive on that flap.
Yeah, what you use is some of that.
Right there?
Yeah.
I did not know that. Wow.
Just be a rat, take it back.
All you have to do is get some of that thin adhesive. You can buy the stuff that's probably not even a millimeter thick.
Yeah. They're good envelopes. They're hard to tear.
I think my labels are too big for this stuff.
I run labels off on regular paper and tape them on.
That's what I do. You know what?
You cut your size down on your printer.
I use it won't let me do that on PayPal. Because there's my labels.
Man, I can get that.
There's my labels.
You see the size of mine.
Yeah, yours is smaller.
Same label.
And you go through PayPal?
Yep.
Well, me and you gonna be talking about that next week.
I think that's in the printer setup. When you click the print, you go in and you set it to scale.
Yeah.
PayPal actually fill a PDF thing and then go to the printer. And there's a way around that you can set it up for. Those envelopes, that's what I always got when I was doing eBay. They would give you an allowance every quarter to buy shipping supplies. And that's usually what I got was those envelopes.
Yeah, I noticed it. Yeah, I noticed it had an eBay label on it. eBay insignia printed on that envelope.
Yeah. That's another reason I like folding them. It's kind of hidden that way sometimes.
Yeah.
The other thing that people could do too, if they want to tape those 2x2s inside of a package so that they don't move around, is just take you some boxes from food Just use that, recycle that cardboard box like your cereal boxes or your, whatever, and just cut a flap, put it over that coin, and then tape that flap shut, and then tape that flap inside of the package.
I use
there's a lot of things that people can do to use stuff around the house that is very simple.
But with the way I do it, saves me a little time, a lot of time, and it costs me, I think, 2 cents.
Mine's a little more expensive than that, but not very.
Yeah, you use a thank you card and all that.
They got there quick, I know that. What day did I mail that?
I got here in 2 days.
I tell you, I bought a box of thank you cards for the envelopes in it because they were pennies on the cost of buying envelopes.
Yeah,
when you go to like the Dollar Tree, and you can buy stationary envelopes and you can buy business envelopes, but like the channel decal stickers that are 4x4 don't fit in those envelopes.
Right.
So I bought a box of stationery that was on clearance for, I want to say, about $1.25, and it had 50 envelopes in it.
Right.
All right. Midnight is correct. Construction paper. Walmart, pack of 100, $3, I think. I get the purple and gold, LSU. I get the peach color, white. I get the pink, bright pink, from mailing to ladies. And what I do, okay, if I got a regular business envelope, regular long standard business envelope, okay, I do this. Do that. Make a little flap right here. All right, I'll take a little piece of blue tape and I'll tape this shut. But, okay, I can put 4 coins right here in flips. Right there. I can put four coins in flips. I can take a little bitty piece of blue tape. I'm not going to take the time to cut them. Okay. All right. I can put it anywhere I want on that flip, that blue tape. Okay. It's not going to stick to this very hard, but it's going to keep them from moving during shipping. And then that blue tape is going to tear off of that flip easy without damaging the cardboard. This is painter's tape. Okay. Then what I do, okay, I tape each one, like one on top, one on bottom. I take this, I fold it over. Now I got 3 layers of protection. Then I put that in the envelope. Then I take shipping tape and I just tape. I take my shipping tape and it's 2 inches wide. I put an inch right here after my stamp's done and my mailing label that I print up here and the name I wrote. I take that shipping tape. I lay it right here. I cut it about like this.
Leave it in,
Yeah. And then what I do, I put it right here, and I flip it over, and I fold it. The edge of that envelope is protected. Okay. Then I come back on the other side, I do the same thing here. Then I do the 2 edges right here. That envelope is protected. If you got 4 coins in here, that's tape. Something is gonna go wrong. Something is gonna go wrong if you don't put the tape because it's a little bulky, not much, and that machine will grab it and tear it up. But with the tape on it, it don't grab it. Now don't put shipping tape all around it like Bill J does. I don't do that. But that's the way I do it now. And I found that I don't lose envelopes. I've never lost any envelopes. Anyway, well, I didn't lose them. The post office lost them. And that was during that big flood they had down in Texas for that storm they had. So my cousin. Hey, Miss Victoria, how you doing?
Hello, Victoria.
Good morning.
So that's the way I do mine. But now if it's too bulky, like that big medallion that I put in there, that I got from Mike, that Louisiana medallion, and I'm fixing to show that off in a minute. Man, that is so freaking awesome. That is so awesome. And Mike gave me that for a present since I'm from Louisiana. It's a coin of excellence. Coin of excellence. And it's to the emergency services. You know, the 911. It's got Louisiana on it, Fort Polk, and they show where Fort Polk is at on the state. I'm going to switch over cameras here in a second. I'm going to show it to y'all.
Let me show you that trick on how to pack your coins away till you get ready to put them in a flip permanently. I call these sticky note pouches. Man, I've used them for years.
Man, I've been wanting to know how. I've been wanting to actually show me that again.
Right here.
These, and there it is.
Sticky notes or Post-its, 3x3.
Yeah.
These little pouches will hold up to $50. What you do, you cut them in half. Your sticky notes. Make sure your tack is up top.
Okay, go step by step on this.
All right, that's all you do so far.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me do something here. All right, there you go. Now you presentate.
I'm wanting to go crazy. Regular sticky notes, you cut them in half. Make sure your gum is at top when you cut them on the end. That'll give you an 1.5 by 3 strip of paper that long. You take the first one, you fold it up to the gum line, right below the gum line.
Okay, you got to get yourself positioned in the camera a little bit better.
Oh, sorry about that. You take that first, the top one, your gum is up here. You fold it to the bottom of the gum. Sorry about that camera. It don't want to function when I'm moving. But that's your first one. Your next one, you take it, fold it right under that one, up to the gum line, and it'll stop when it hits that gum line because the other one's still stuck to it. I got the shakes this morning. Right like that. Up to the gum line, fold it back down. You do that through this whole pack. When you get those all folded, and they're all still stuck together, like they come, in the sticky note pack. Yeah, camera, you can do better than that. Sorry, I was waiting on that camera. But that's what you've got when you finish folding them. You take them, tape around it, this pocket right here. Cut you a strip of tape that's just long enough to go over it and fold around back to the back. You've got a pouch. What I do after I've got them made up like that and taped, they're all still together, I'll close that first pouch. That's all you got to do is stick it to the gum. Fold it, stick it to the gum. You're done. When you use them, you can peel them off the back. and your gum will still be hid, so it won't get dirt and all kinds of crud all over it, so it'll still be sticky when you use it. You just fold that lid, and you've got a little pouch to put your coins in. Simple.
And when you're folding all those, do you fold them with the gum side up?
Yeah, yeah.
So you're gonna flip it over upside down
Huh?
and then start your folds.
You start that first fold and put the top edge to the bottom edge of the gum, because that bottom edge, that gum part, is your flap that you fold the little envelope in with, and it'll automatically stick together.
What I was trying to clarify is when you start making those flaps,
Yeah,
you're holding that book, if you will, with the gum adhesive facing you.
up top. Yeah, facing me. Exactly.
So when you're folding that first flap right up to that gum line, then you're gonna create that situation where you got all these stacked up envelopes
Right,
with the gum side up, and as you peel it off, then you just fold that gum side down.
right. And as you use them, like I said, when on that top one, if you'll go ahead and fold it up and leave them all together like that, your other gums won't get dirty because they're still hidden underneath. You peel them from the back to use them, and that way your gum is always hidden, you know.
Yep.
And it makes a perfect little pouch with its own self-adhesive flap. You know, you can write on them. You know, everybody's got coins that, oh, I'll take pictures of that later, or it's also good to leave notes on the coins itself, because if you're like me, you go through a roll of coins, you'll throw them in a pile, keep and not keep. Well, I put them in these and jot up what I've seen on it, on that envelope. And then I don't have to relook and find it again.
Now, how are you cutting that whole pack of Post-it notes in
I
half?
don't cut it all at once. I've got a pair of what they use at the chicken plants around here, big heavy scissors.
Yeah.
Like maybe 15 of them at a time, whatever. Feels like about that. Pull them off with the gum still on them,
Gotcha.
all together. Cut them in half with the gum always at the top.
Yeah. Now, where's the gum facing at?
The gum, when you go to fold it, will be facing you at the top.
Right. So if you put your finger on there, you're gonna feel that sticky.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, it's sticky right there.
Yeah. Okay.
One you fold up to the bottom of that gum. Right like that. When you start folding your pouches.
Right.
My camera is not doing good at all. I've got too much light or something.
So then the next page you fold under it.
Yeah. Hang on a second.
So in other words, you're using two pieces to make an envelope, right?
No.
No.
Just one.
Oh, okay.
No. You just fold them. When you fold them, that first one's already a pouch. And you tape the edges, it's a pouch. What I'm saying, if you leave them together when you fold them, as you go up under that top one.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay.
So you don't have to worry about it. It'll go.
So you're making an 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches coin envelope.
Right.
Gotcha.
It's just a little bit shorter than 1.5 inches when you get them folded and the flap closed.
Yeah, correct.
You see the difference in the size. You know, it's
Right.
1.5 inches wide and probably a inch maybe tall.
Right.
It is big enough to put a $50 in though. And that's the cheap man's way to do it. It keeps your coins handy, keeps them covered. Plus you've got what to look for when you go back to it. Wrote on it.
Well, especially if you can find them Post-it notes at garage sales or flea markets, like you get a big old bundle of them for $0.25.
$2 for, my God, how many was in there? A bunch. And you can also color code your coins too, because you get different colors.
Right.
Uh,
Yeah. Red for pennies, blue for nickels, stuff like that.
can't read. I've got where I can't see anything. Computer has done my eyes in. 400 sheets per pad. And
Yeah.
there's 5 pads in here. So that's, man, you'd have pouches forever. Because
Yeah.
pad,
And like I said, if you get a big old wad of them for a quarter at a garage sale,
I don't ever find stuff like that around here.
you're in good shape. Oh, Blue's Coins, he finds them index cards.
Yeah.
Finds like 1,000, bundles of index cards, like 1,000 index cards for 50 cents.
Well, now I can get the index cards sometimes, but I never find sticky notes.
Yeah, well, too many
But
people
I've got a
use
lot of
them.
friends that work in offices too.
Yeah, there you go.
They'll bring me packs of them. But $2 for all the use I get out of these things will worth $2. You know, I mean, I keep them in a Ziploc. I keep everything in a Ziploc with a clamp over them, and they don't get dirty.
I got to try that one day.
About the handiest thing I've ever come up with.
Yeah, it's handier than a pet pig.
Because I'm not organized anymore, but I like to keep my coins clean anyways.
Yeah.
And that does help keep them clean. I don't care if you're a smoker or not. Dust will get attracted to a coin.
Not just that, but there's something that can be said for the paper wicking moisture away from that coin as well.
True.
Eating that stuff.
How acid free this paper is, I doubt it is. But I usually don't leave them in there over 3 months at the most.
Right.
Unless I just absolutely put them in a can and forget about that can for a year or two. I did find a coffee can that was full of coins here a while back that had not made it to the safe, but had made it under some books beside the safe. There was all kinds of coins in there. That was a bonus day. I thought y'all'd like to see that.
Those are the kind of tips and stuff that'll save people a lot of money if they pay attention.
It does. I mean, what'd that cost? 200 for, what did it say, 400 of those? There's at least 5 colors. Man, you're looking at 2,000 or, 2,000 pieces. And you double that, you got 4,000 pouches.
For $2.
Yeah, for $2. Divide that into $2. You not got a penny in these things. But they'll protect your coins that way. So,
But like you said, you got to tape the sides, right?
yeah, you do have to tape the sides. I mean, I leave them together, and I take my tape dispenser, my desk one, and I set it down, and you can slide them under your tape and pull up and put a piece of tape across the top. You pull that tape out, tear it off, and tape that one, fold it back out of the way, and do it. Just keep going that way. They will slide between under my tape on my tape dispenser. My tape's right here. You just bring it up to the tape, stick it to it good, pull the tape and pouches all out, and tear it off.
Yep.
And just keep going that way. Fold that one out of the way, get your next one, lay your tape, stick it to it, pull it out. If you leave them together, you'll not have a big mess. But if you try to do them separate and pull them off, you'll have pouches everywhere, and the gum will have dust and dirt all over it. All kinds of crap.
Yeah, that is a neat trick.
And that's a badger trick. I've never seen that done anywhere else. So
Hey, Van Bear, how you doing? Good to see you in here. Van Bear's got a scratch off. Uh, she does scratch off tickets.
oh, cool. I can't afford them, so I'm going to watch them.
Now,
Check that SOS out.
let me check that out. Okay, yeah, sure enough, catfish.
My scope is fixing to die too.
See the light blinking on it.
Yeah, and it won't get focused and keep it. You can see that SOS.
Yeah, that's a SOS to the north.
Yep, that may be an auction tomorrow.
There you go.
Uncirculated 1938 coin.
Oh man,
Can't see it. I've still got it in a flip, but it's uncirculated. He's pretty too. Not many marks on him. There's one little spot right there behind his head.
you know Michael Kittle had a 38 Philadelphia. I think it was a 38 Philadelphia that he had on auction last night, and well, let me see. Yeah, Tuesday night, and I forgot. I think it went for. I forgot about that one. I want to say $20, but I was looking up. I was trying to get my PCGS price guide up, and I thought it was a 66, and there's a very good possibility it would have pulled a 67.
This would probably get a 66
And
grade.
by the time I got to the third page, because it was like 3 pages up on the price guide, uh, when I got back into the auction, it was already sold. I did bid on that coin, and I told Mike, I says, Mike, Chuck, I says, that coin would pull a 66 easy, and he agreed with me. And then there was another coin he put up. I think the one after that one, it was a 39, and he said he graded that one and said it could pull a 67.
Well,
And the one that was on auction before, that was a better looking coin than the one he had up. So I'm pretty sure that coin would have went 67. So I would have won a couple more dollars on that one.
you know how
My
a
bid.
red coin will kind of turn purple, have a purplish hue come up on them when they get older.
Yeah, I've seen that.
This one's got that purple hue going on. You can't tell it to scope. It's my scope's history, but it is definitely an SOS.
Miss Victoria, Variety Vista would be a good one for the $50. And there's another one. There's Variety Vista. There's what? Era.com. Wait, is that Variety Vista too?
I don't use those too much. I use Konica, which is Rowdy Vista, and
Yeah.
Wexler a lot. Wexler shows you more pickup points to make sure that you do have that correct error or variety.
Yeah.
You know, from the die scratches and marks and stuff. I tell
And
you what, you can look up $50 on, and Shay has made up one.
oh yeah, hey, yeah, Manny coins.
And his is really more extensive than a lot of the other ones. Uh, you you can get that sheet if you go on Ken Peavy's web or blog page and look up the spreadsheets that's got all the coins that he has listed and made up. Shay has his $50 list in that bunch of TVs. It's free. You can download it. You can print it off if you want to. It's got a lot of info on it.
Hey, you remember that old rhyme on how to spell Mississippi?
Yeah.
M-I, crooked S, I, humpback, I, crooked S, crooked S, dot, I.
Yeah.
Look at that crooked S.
Yeah, it is crooked for sure. Start spelling.
Yeah, that's my clock going off.
Time to get up and go, Craig.
No, it goes off every hour. It's electronic. It doesn't sound like it. It sounds like actual bells.
That did.
It's a nice clock. It's a nice unit my wife has had for a long, long time. So
It almost sounded like time for man.
Yeah.
and it's really only at about a quarter volume, so you can imagine that thing's loud.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
For an alarm clock.
I got something to show off here too. And I'm pretty sure Mr. Badger's gonna know what it is.
Oh, yeah.
I showed that off today.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Let me get my pointy thing here. Yeah. King calls it a pointy stick. I call it a pointy thing. It's a toothpick. Y'all see where that star's at right there?
It looks like a diamond in there.
That's a star in the state of Louisiana. Let me move it around, and I know that's coming up on your end, but it's a star, like on a map for capital or whatever.
Yeah.
Capital. Okay, there's a star right there.
That's the Fort. What's the name of that town? Fort Hill? No.
That's a Fort Polk right there.
Oh, that's it.
Fort Polk. Okay, that's one of the largest army garrisons in the United States. Army forts, bases in the United States. And there's Louisiana right there on top. You know, written out. And it's got 911 right there. Then over here we got assist, protect, and defend. Right there we have Fort Polk. Then right there we got another Fort Polk, U.S. garrison. Right there we have a police badge. And right there we have the United States inside of the fireman symbol, fire department symbol, with Louisiana highlighted right there. And then on the bottom we got Fort Polk in bold letters, and the coin is shaped like a stop sign. And then right there,
Hexagon.
Directorate of Emergency Services. Okay, actually, 911.
I like the way they did the double line of gold around the state.
Yeah, yeah, I do too.
That's a beautiful piece.
And I was raised right here,
I didn't think you were too far from that.
right there. That's Vermilion Bay right there, and there's an island right here, Marsh Island. And some of my family still owns property on that island. It's a huge island, huge. And like I said, I was raised right there, almost on the water. And all this is my stomping grounds down here from here down here, Paconya. That's where Justin Choate and Gator Queen lives on Swamp People.
Oh yeah.
That's where they live right here. That's where Justin Choate, my second cousin's from. And then you go over here, you got Grand Chenier, and you got Cameron, Louisiana, and you got a large lake here they call Big Lake, Calcasieu Lake. Then right here you got Holly Beach. A lot of this is beach from here all the way to the Texas coast. It's beach, sandy beaches, and a lot of all this is sandy beaches here. But in this one area here from Vermilion Bay, uh, okay, from here to here is a lot of sandy beaches. Only accessed by boat though. And then you got Grand Chenier, like I said, Cameron, Holly Beach, Johnson's Bayou, and all that. And then here's Sabine Pass. Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, y'all know Joseph Worrell, right? From like Rob's Fine Treasure, Rob Fine's Treasure.
Yeah.
Joseph Worrell. Well, he goes by J.W. Coins now. So if y'all don't see Joseph Worrell anymore and y'all see J.W. Coins, that's where he's at, Fort Pope.
Ah,
And somebody asked about him on another live stream the other day. They didn't know who he was, so now we know who he is.
Yep. All right, let me turn this over. All right, then we got fire, police. I'm not taking that out of the pack. I'm leaving it in there. Fire, police, physical security, and game enforcement. Game wardens. Then we got the police car right there. Then we got what was that? Suspend. Wait, I had it made out earlier.
you pulled up back.
But anyway, spin. I don't know if that's a spin. Support
Sustain,
and defend.
sustain,
Defend. Oh, sustain. Yeah, sustain. Yeah, yeah. I saw that earlier. Yeah, sustain, support, and defend on that right there. Then we have the fire truck, and then the police car again, and then the number 282.
I believe that's one of the numbers.
Isn't that sustain, support, and defend? Isn't that infantry or cavalry?
I think it's cavalry.
Yeah.
Okay, then we got coin of excellence.
That's a very nice piece there.
It is. And I was gifted that by Mr. Mike Banter.
Glad you like it.
I love it. And number 282.
How many's a minute? I've never looked it up.
I have no earthly idea. And that scope is out all the way it can go.
I'd say there's somewhere it'll tell you how many was made.
You can probably Google it.
Yeah.
Probably could. I'm not gonna try it because I don't want to freeze up my computer.
There's that.
But that is fine. Somebody was saying, was showing it off today, and they said that looks like a challenge coin.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with the challenge coins, but
Most of those the challenge coins are military.
right, correct. Well, this is all in honor of 911, which is the emergency services, not 911 for the Twin Towers.
Yeah.
Just like the cavalry. Okay, like Craig Durbin said earlier, that would be, hey, we need help. The Indians are here, Indians. So the cavalry to the rescue.
Yeah, the reason I say cavalry is that I believe in the military they use different symbols for the different branches.
Yeah, I believe you're right, Craig.
And it does have the cross swords on it. So I would say cavalry.
I've got another symbol, and it's got the fleur de lis on it. I can't find it. You'll probably get it when I find it.
Oh, how cool. Yeah, I love fleur de lis.
Can't even remember what the whole coin said.
Like that?
Yeah. That'd be the fleur de lis.
Yeah. And when I had this sticker made up, my cousin designed it. And well, y'all all seen my stickers already. You see how the fleur de lis are pointed?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they're not going straight up. They're going along with the contour of the coin. Okay, except for these two right here. That's at 9 o'clock, and that one's at 3 o'clock. The rest of the 5 down here are pointing toward the coin. Well, what is that right there? Lady Liberty, right?
Yep.
Okay. Then we got the White House, Capitol building in the background. Okay. And that's U.S. soil she's standing on. So those 5 fleur de lis are guarding U.S. soil. And these two, 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock, are the honor guards to make sure nobody passes between these empty sides. So that's my design on that coin. My cousin designed it for me, and I told her to go ahead and put the 5 fleur de lis on the bottom, take my name off the bottom, and then put the 5 fleur de lis down there. and then the 5 on the bottom, and the 2, 1 on each side. That makes 7, which is the day I was born. So, and that's my favorite number, one of them. So that came out pretty good the way I
Came out
did
with a
it.
lot of meaning.
And that $20 St. Gordon's. Oh yeah.
Morning, South Boston.
South Boston gears in there. All
Yep.
right.
Good morning, South Boston.
I've seen gear in a while. Okay, now I gotta kick back to my normal scope. I'm back. Yeah, but I gotta get off of that. I don't like that. I like that one.
Changing the profile guy.
Well, kind of, I guess.
Have you practiced at the post office? They get your picture up there?
Oh no, not me. Not me. No.
Cajun,
Yes, sir.
you got an email I want you to check before you go to Walmart today.
I got an email before I go to Walmart. Okay.
Yeah, I sent you an email. I want you to check it before you go to Walmart today.
Oh, okay. I did have to go to Walmart for something.
Hey,
Tape.
But I had to go to the auto parts store before. Right, let me see something here. Hold on. Oh yeah. Oh, Mike Badger was right there. Let me show something first here. I'm gonna give you all that exploded view. Here we go.
I
You
like
see,
that.
you see how the 5 fleur-de-lis are on there,
yeah,
guarding the U.S. soil. See how they positioned? Y'all get a better view of it like that. Yeah.
I like that sticker.
that's a good sticker right there.
To me, that's right up there with Dime Diggers, and I love Dime Diggers.
Oh yeah, Dime Digger. I tell you, Armando from the Vault.
Yeah,
Uh,
he's got a good one.
you know,
There's a lot of good stickers out there.
for those size stickers, you know, the little 3. Well, that one's 3.5 by 3.5. But anyway, from like a 3 inch by 3 by 3. And I wanted it 3.5 by 3.5 so it could get all the detail. Okay. I gotta go use the woods for a sec. I'll be right back.
Better hurry, because I got to go next.
That's a nice piece there, Mike.
It's a pretty Canadian sin, isn't it?
Yeah.
For 21.
Pretty nice shape, too.
Yeah, its crown's got just a little bit of wear on it. I can't get used to Canadian coins. They flip wrong.
They don't do the coin flip. They do
The metal.
metal flip.
Yeah. It's got one little dent in the rim right there. That's the worst spot on it. See, the little beads is gone off the center cross.
Yeah.
That's about the only where that needs to be in any detail. You can at least see his mustache. And it's not under a scope. It's real nice.
I would argue it's in good shape for the age.
Yeah, yeah. I think the one I've got in my books not that good. I probably should trade them out.
Hey, what year is that?
21.
Hello, Alistair.
Alistair Black. How you doing, bud? On my time.
You can't. Need that Cajun? You got one that nice for 21 your book? Or have you got a book Canadian?
I have a few Canadian coins.
It's a 21. It's got a deep little dent right there. All in all, it's good shape.
Mr. Alistair, it's Thursday, 5:20 a.m. Bayou time, which is Cajun time, Central time,
Agent Standard Time.
the 24th.
I'm gonna have to get back on getting my coins ready for tonight soon. It's kind of what I'm sitting here doing. I hope we have some coin copper people in the auction. 'Cause I think
Well,
that's go with.
Joe's gonna be there. Roadrunner's set up.
I'll bet that's a lot of work, Alistair. I hope you don't get stuck on it 7 days on, 1 day off for very long. It's hard for a guy to be able to keep up with everything. And you got to work them kind of days in a row.
Boy, that'll age you quick too.
It makes it hard to keep up with laundry and house and going to the store, taking care of mail, taking care of daily business.
I know I'm getting a few gray hairs right now.
That'd be a concert to see, Bob Dylan.
That would be a good show.
And he's not just a music artist, he's a storyteller, and he's got a lot of talent.
Who's that?
Bob Dylan.
Oh, Bob Dylan.
One of the best concerts I've
You're
seen.
talking about Tom Sheldon for a sec.
Jethro Tull was a good concert. He played 3 hours.
Because our local singing coin collector, Tom Sheldon.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody ever seen any of his videos. He's pretty good.
Is he?
Oh crap! I forgot to go to email here. Hold on one sec.
You don't have to check it now. I just wanted you to check it before you get off to running your daily grind.
Oh, all right.
I mean, you can check it at any time at your email, but
All right.
I just wanted you to check it before you got off to running your errands. So,
All right, I'll do it in a couple of minutes. I'll probably have to since I switched my cameras over. It'll probably have to reload and not freeze up on me.
I have that same problem, Cajun.
Well, when I try to switch over to the wheel today, I don't know if it was just at the wrong time when the train was passing or something, but my internet light was still on on my Wi-Fi combo router from AT&T.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, I wish I'd have never, ever dropped Spectrum. Charter Spectrum. It's Charter Spectrum down here. I don't know if it's just called
That's what I've
Spectrum
got.
anywhere else, but
That's what I've got.
oh man, I never had a problem with Spectrum. Never. AT&T, I got all kind of hassles.
Boy, you don't live up here. I have all kinds of trouble out of Spectrum.
Oh man, down here it's all fiber optics.
Yeah, that would help a whole lot here. We're not that far advanced up here in the woods.
It's coming. AT&T doesn't want to do copper anymore. They want to do everything over fiber.
Yeah, well, AT&T does have fiber optics up until the main hub, the main office.
They what's
But
that new thing they've just come up out with? AT&T has now. Uh, I believe it's fiber optics up here now.
yeah,
They've got Uverse, and it's hit and miss whether or not you get good Uverse service or not.
yeah. Now I've got the full 14, okay, megabytes per second.
Yeah.
But with Spectrum, I had 100.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I had 100. They said it was 72, but I had 100.
I have never hit that high.
And anyway, fiber optics is to the main office, to the main hub here in Eunice. But from there to my house, it's all the underground phone lines. And then they do an uplift. They go under the railroad tracks naturally. Then I think up a pole and then go one block and then down a pole. That's a drop line. And then that connects back to the boxes, all them little tall, skinny green boxes you see in everybody's yards all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I'm connected to. All that's copper from the 70s. You
Probably
know,
older than that, to be honest with you.
I think ours are from the 70s in my area. I think they did update them in the 70s. Probably old. The boxes, I mean, the conduits are probably older than that. But yeah, even the technician told me, yeah, it's only fiber to the hub, and you 4,000 feet from the hub. So he said, and he checked it. He says you got 14 megabytes per second, but I think I only have like 1.7 on the upload side. I think I have 12 download, something like that,
That
and
sounds
then
about right.
1.7 upload.
It sounds about right for the Uverse Pro. They've got different tiers of Uverse as well. So, like my Uverse that I have at my house that I use all the time is just a standard Uverse, and it's not any faster than the DSL modem.
Huh. And then DSL was supposed to be the best when it came out.
Well, and I get 3 megabytes download and 0.5 megabyte upload. That cost me about $50 a month. And you're talking about creeping speeds.
Spectrum did. Okay, let me see. I got their package, and a friend of mine was a salesman. Tice. He came over here and said, "Hey, Boudreaux, got a deal for you. 95.95 a month for cable, internet, and telephone, a house telephone." I'm like, "Really?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "I can get you hooked up in a couple of days." He said, "Maybe tomorrow." I said, "I'll tell you what, Tice, if you can do it tomorrow, go ahead and do it." He said, "All right." So he put my name in and all that, my information, and he was like, "Oh, huh." He said, "How long have you been living here?" I said, 2 years. He said, "Well, in the last 4 years, somebody else lived here." I said, "Yeah, this was a rent house before I bought it, on a buy the lease program, rent to own type deal. And, it's all legal like a bank, though. you know. So
Yeah.
anyhow,
Indeed.
he says, well, they telling us that they had service here at one time and nobody paid. So that's going to reflect on the address, not you, but the address. So he said, I'll give you a call later on. I said, all right. So he set it up with Spectrum some kind of way. And he said, uh, why he told me to do that? He said, check something. I'm like, okay. And because I did have a data on my cell phone. And he said, check your email. And that was my Boudreaux 11, for my PayPal. So I checked it and said, you got a connection date scheduled for a worker to go connect everything. So they put everything brand new on my house. Everything. They put a drop line from the telephone pole down to my house to a box, ran the line under my house, and I helped the little girl. Poor little thing, she had a dull masonry bit trying to drill through my wooden floor. Yeah. So hey, uh hold on a minute. I went to my lumber shop in the back and got a nice real short bit. And I said, let me see your drill. She had a nice drill, D-wall drill. I chucked my bit up in there and I drilled a hole through the floor in like 3 seconds. She was there 5 minutes and she had it on a hammer with a masonry drill trying to drill through wood. She was green as a pineapple. And she didn't know how to use a push stick or a pull stick, like the cable companies use.
Yeah.
And so, put it this way, I basically installed the cable wire and all that myself. She did all the connections though. She's pretty good at that. And well, I was on, and I said, "Thanks. How would you pull that off?" He said, "Well, if you get a phone call saying that you paid a deposit of $100, just say yeah. There's going to be a recording on the line. If it says, did you receive? I mean, do you acknowledge of receiving paying $100 deposit? Just say yeah." I never got the phone call. So I said, "What? You put a deposit in my name?" He said, "I'm not saying nothing." So what he did, he just said that I made a deposit and kind of hid it in between the wires somewhere, or in between the computer bytes. So I said, "If you put a deposit down, how am I going to pay you back on that?" He said, "Oh, you already did by signing up. Don't worry about it." I think them guys get like $250 for every new account they open.
Yeah. It's a commission.
Yeah. And I stayed with them like 4 years until they started going up on me. So I finally had to drop them.
They do that every so often. You just got to fuss with them.
Yep. You got to fight with them.
I got
I
my
did the same
internet
thing
right
with
now for
AT&T.
20 bucks.
AT&T tries that stuff too. They'll give you a promotional rate for 2 years, and then they'll try to skyjack you.
And they won't tell you they're going to do it either. You better keep your time yourself.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, you got to watch the bill.
I'm supposed to be locked in for life on internet for life on internet for $50 a month.
I've got it for 20.
And I just started paying $50 a month for the last 2 months, I think, because I told them I wanted a certain due date. They never gave it to me. They charged me with late fees because my wife's on disability, and we live off of $700 a month. So that's why a due date is important to us.
Right.
and they never did change it. And they were supposed to change it, and they said, okay, we're gonna correct it and give you credit for it. Well, they gave me credit for one of the months, and that was it. They said they couldn't do no more credits, and I'm like, look, I'm fixing to drop y'all, and I'm going back to Spectrum, at 70 a month. And the guy said, oh, okay, okay, okay. You're still gonna have to pay this late fee. I'm like, why? I paid it on time. Look, it's on your records, because I checked my internet, my emails, because I was paying it online. And I
Yep.
said, hey, I paid it on time, the due date. Yeah, but it was due at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, nobody told me that. I said, as long as I paid it before noon. Well, I didn't know if it was if that was noon Philippine time.
Well, they try to catch you in that. I've had somebody say that I didn't pay on time one time, and they said that they didn't receive the payment on time. And I said, look, we can go to court on this. The minute that money leaves my bank account, you're paid. And they said, well, we drew the money out, but then it has to go to California to the payment center.
That's their problem.
10 days late. And I said, no. The minute it leaves my bank account, you're paid.
That's
what
right.
you all do in between the time that you post that payment is your business. But when it leaves my possession and it becomes yours, that's the payment.
That's right.
And I said, I'll take you to court and I'll win. And I'll take you not just for the payment, but I'll take you for damages too, and the time I'm spending on the phone with you. And I said, I don't know about you, but my time's worth about $300 an hour. Do you want to have this battle? I've got a good attorney. He's good at what he does. And they said, no. And I said, don't try to play these games with me. It's not going to happen.
I'll be right back.
All right, Mike. Yep, his turn now.
With AT&T, what you got to do is you got to be forceful with them. And like my bill, they wanted me to pay $90 a month for this low rate broadband. And I said, I don't care how you do it. I'm only paying you $50 a month.
Yeah. That $94. I know exactly what that's about. That's that late fee and reconnection charge that they hit you with. And I'm like, wait a minute. I never got disconnected from my internet. How can I have a reconnect charge?
But you got to go through the tiers of management. And what you got to do is you got to get somebody in customer support on the phone.
Oh, I did that. You don't know how many times I've done that.
But you got to get to level one not in the support or the billing department. You got to get to level one in the customer retention department. They're the people that have the authorization to modify the bill.
I think I got in that one too. I got in that one time, and they said we can do this. When I got back in there the second time, they said, well, you already had that done at one time. We can't do it again.
They can. They have the authority to do it.
Yeah.
I figured got to press them on it.
So and that was the time I was having something going on, and it was a big deal. And it was on my wheel. I'm not gonna mention any names, but you know about it. In fact, you had sent me money for it, and good thing I didn't send it over, because that's when I sent it over to the rainy day fund. So you know exactly what I'm talking about now. And I had that coming up, so I didn't want to lose my internet because I had that fundraiser thing going that long ago. Well, that never came to fruition. So, but your money did go to Phil. Oh yeah. So anyhow, well, Small Engine Nation. Okay. You are Small Engine Nation. Anyway, so I mean, it was So anyhow, uh, through all of the small engine nation, all that money that was sent went over to Phil, and that's that reason I didn't want to lose my internet. It was because of that.
Yeah, and like I said, earlier, I don't ever question. Well, you tell me. Never have a reason to. Never will have a reason to. So like with that situation with Silverman, I didn't bat an eye at sending that to you because I knew it would get to him.
Yeah,
One way or another. I just know you well enough to know that. So, and
yeah,
I didn't have a way to get to him directly at
right.
that. So,
And at the time, I didn't either. I thought I did, but it would never go through. And then finally, thanks to you, uh, you sent me the correct spelling of the PayPal link.
yeah, well, and we had to sort that out with him, and we were in a StreamYard offline conversation with several people, and Melissa Hoover's Coins and Corgis and Coins actually got him and I in a Google Hangout conversation, and we got all that ironed out.
Right.
So,
And then the next day, he put the same link that he gave me the night before, same exact link. So I tried it, and I think it was like 2 forward slashes instead of 1 forward slash in that one. So I tried that, still didn't work. I tried to hand type it in, still didn't work. I tried 2 small s's, still didn't work. And then you typed in, here's the link, correct link.
yeah, and the issue is that he has two different email accounts, and the PayPal is set up on the other email account.
Yeah, correct.
And because he's only got his smartphone, he didn't have the wherewithal on how to go in and set up his PayPal Me link, which
right.
would have simplified all of it. But
And that was the link I was trying to use, was the PayPal Me.
yeah, he doesn't have that set up, I don't believe.
Yeah.
And I don't think that he knows how to do that. So,
well, at least we have the right one now.
yeah, he's going to get to a good place. Like I told him, he's just going to have to keep his chin up and, just take care of his business.
Yeah, I have that link locked and loaded in my PayPal address book.
But that's one of the things about the coin community that is stellar, is the amount of support that everybody has in the community.
Oh, and some trust also. There's a lot of trust going on in there too.
Yep, without a doubt.
Look at that floating roof he's got right there.
That's impressive. That's a nice coin.
Yeah. You notice how there's no cornice work in between the right hand edge of that very top roof?
Yeah.
Check it out. Both sides.
Yeah, that's what they call a floating roof.
Yeah.
And that's a uncirculated version of it.
Yeah. I got one I'll show you. You don't find too much here.
That's a 69, right? Right there.
1970, yes.
Oh, it's a 70? Oh, okay.
A lot of them are in the 60s, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't find many in the 70s, but there's one.
I got to check all my 70S's for that now. I got a B roll of them. I got to check it out.
Yeah, I got into my 70S's the other day. I had several rolls.
Well, I got a partial roll of 70S's. I got to take that back. I got a partial roll. I gave a bunch away to people.
Yeah, they're good to find. The double dies, mint marks.
Oh yeah,
and stuff.
but in them 69Ds, it's more harder to find one without a floating roof than with a floating roof.
Yeah, yeah, really. Where'd that go? I've got a really good name from my camp.
I'll be right back.
Alrighty. There you go. Yeah, I think those floating roofs are pretty neat when you find clean ones. Now there.
I'll tell you what, that heater was a little too hot. I had it on a little bit to just take the chill out the air. Got a little
Looks
too
like
warm.
52 today here. And I should be outside working today, but I've got to get my coins ready. I haven't done nothing.
Yeah, when's the last time you and CJ and Joe did an auction?
When it's what?
Since the last time you and CJ and Joe did an auction.
Been about a month.
Yeah, it's been a little while.
Check him out.
Oh, floating head.
Yeah, he's got just a little bit of a neck right there. Not much.
Is that what you consider to be a light strike coin?
It's dot.
Yeah, too much polish. You can see the line, but when you're looking at it with, just naked eye, you don't see none of that.
Right. Looks like his head's just floating off of the collar.
Yeah. I got a little overjealous cleaning that one, polishing him up. I never checked this for a cam.
It didn't look like there's a mint mark on it. Is that a San Francisco?
No. It's Philadelphia.
No, Philly. Yeah. S would have a S on it, and that would be a proof.
Let's see if we got a cam. That'd be sweet, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be nice.
Nope.
Nope.
Not today.
It's a whammy.
I've been looking for one of those, though. 92s are hard to come by.
Yeah. In fact, Uncle Al, sent me a 92 close AM.
No joke.
Yeah.
That's the high one. 92 close AM is the sought after ones. I found the rest of them.
He found one and he gave it to me.
I don't know what that's worth occasionally. It depends on condition, but if you find one in this condition right here.
Oh yeah, you're looking at some bucks.
They're worth quite a bit of money.
This one's in circulated condition, probably I don't know, very fine, something like that.
Still pretty good.
I got it in storage. He sent it in a cardboard flip, and I'll put it in my storage box. And I don't play with my coins, like that.
Is yours Denver or Philadelphia?
I think it's Philly.
Philadelphia, they don't even list the price on them. The 1992 Denvers for a close AM, they list one at a MS65 for over $500.
Oh, okay.
So if you got a Philly, you could probably set your price.
I would have to dig it out. Remind me about it tomorrow.
I will. I get finder's fee on it.
Yeah, like I said, it's only in about VF, you know.
Well, still, it's, you know, as high as that coin's going to be, it'd be worth, it's, I'm going to say 200 or 300 at least.
Well, then it might be a Denver.
The 96, they finally said that they took it off. They don't say there's any of those out there. They've never been found. I'd like to find one of those.
Wait a minute, was it a 92 or was it a 98 wide AM?
I found those. 98 has one on the proofs too. They're worth well, high grades about
Oh,
500.
it might have been a Wham that he sent me. It might have been a Wham.
The 98 and 99s are still, they'd bring you, you know, 50, 75.
Then they got the 2000. You know, it very well could be a 2000 instead of a 1992.
2000 pretty plentiful. They don't, like the last one I sold in mint condition was sitting. I got $10 or $15 out of it.
Because I thought I found a 92 close AM one time, but it was a piece of crud in it. And I was live. I was going through some penny rolls. This is, I don't know, 8 months ago. And Big T was in my stream. And I said, hey guys, I think I found a 92 close AM. I forgot who else was in there. I mean they were in chat though.
Who
And
was it that did find two? They found two in 1 week. Uh, was it Trey or somebody found two last year?
could have been Trey.
Huh?
It could have been Trey, I'm not sure.
Don't remember now, but it might have been Brian Hooper. I believe it was Hooper.
Yeah, I know Brian.
He had the 11 points that week.
I think it was Hooper. Hooper.
It's a good week's worth of penny hunting. Find two of them in a week.
Yeah.
And it was mint condition. He was looking through new rolls.
All right, let me go to my email.
So I'm going to find myself real quick.
Email here. Let me reload this. All about Walmart here. Okay, let me go back. Okay, it says, oh, you got mail. No, you got money, not mail. Oh, all right, Craig. Thank you very much, dude.
I just wanted you to get both in cylinders, brother.
They both, well, one's ordered, but I will order another one.
If you're gonna do it, do both sides, brother.
Well, thank you very much.
I mean, it's going to be a battle just to do one as it is, but you might as well have all the stuff you need. And, you know, it's just my appreciation for what you do for the community.
Oh, well, I thank you very much. Man, that's, Missy's going to be very happy. Put it that way.
Well, and if there's anything you need safe on a vehicle, it's brakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. And you know what? We were at the doctor's office today and in Ville Platte, which was, like I said, a 30-minute drive, or right at exactly 30 minutes one way. And there's not a lot of braking action going on. in between my house and them. It says 1, 2, 3, 4, and then once we get there, 5 braking actions. And so that was 10 braking actions altogether when she dropped me off. Then she went to the pharmacy, and then when she went to the store, that's when it went out. Good thing it didn't go out on her at a red light.
Right.
And cars in front of her, because that would have been a total loss. And that's one thing I do is love my wife. I would have been devastated.
Not just that, just the simple fact that, it's not just her. There's other people on the road as well. So,
Oh, yeah, correct. And she's a very careful driver, very careful. I thank you very much, Craig. And I will get that other one ordered.
it's a thank you to you. I mean, you are, like I said, you're one of the people that I admire and rate pretty highly in the community. And I think that you do a lot to help people. And I just want you to know it's appreciated.
Well, I thank you very much for the compliment. I mean, it's probably more than I really deserve.
No, I don't think anybody would disagree with me.
I just do it because I can.
It's just who you are.
Yeah, because I can. That's how I was raised all my life. I'll tell you what I did one time. I had this Mexican couple with kids. It was 3, 3 kids. And I owned my own business at the time. And then Grostet, which is in between Baton Rouge and that big long Chafalai Basin Bridge, that big 20-mile bridge. Somebody towed their truck over there, and I opened my door. I heard some people talking outside of my shop, and I opened the door, and there was a Mexican couple there talking in Spanish, naturally. They didn't speak a word of English. I think the mama did a little bit, not much. So I just said, how you doing in Spanish, all that, and they started talking Spanish, and I'm like, I told them no, just anglais, and then the little boy said, I'll translate for him. So he translated, and then they had a baby, like a 8-month-old, 9-month-old baby. And they said, we broke down on the interstate. Somebody pulled us here with a chain. And do you mind if we park right here? And he said, we have somebody coming for us. I'm like, no, I don't mind at all. Well, what he didn't tell me was that that people were coming from, I think, West Texas. So I'm like, oh, okay. Somebody's coming for you. Y'all in good shape. And then I looked at the truck. I looked at the engine. I said, oh, you got a big old hole in the side of the block. And they had a camper on it and all that. The camper shell on that truck. It was a Dodge truck. And I said, well, that truck ain't going nowhere for a long time unless y'all have it towed back to wherever y'all going. So the little boy explained they got back from working the fields. And he was in school, I think it was in North Carolina or something, South Carolina. They were working the tomato fields over there. So they were heading back toward the border, go meet up with their family down there. spend the off season, then come back to the United States. You know, they were all legal, very legal. You know,
Migrant worker.
yeah, migrant workers, yeah, and they had all that paperwork, stuff like that, and everything. So, I mean, even in Louisiana at the time, they had border patrol. You know, so not that much like in Arizona and all that. Arizona and Texas, like right on the border, but they did have some border patrol in Louisiana that would check out suspects. You know, suspicious stuff.
Yeah.
So anyhow, uh, when I went to close up the shop that night, because I worked at late hours, because I was that was my type of work. The truck drivers would come in about 4 or 5 o'clock uh, for the days off, go to the truck stop, eat, and then they would see my radio shop. They'd bring me radios to work on. I worked from 12 to 12. Well, I decided just to get off early. You know, like 10 o'clock at night. It was slow anyway. It was a weekday, and I walk outside, and they all right there sitting on the side of their truck. I'm like, oh, okay. I says, y'all people didn't come meet y'all yet? They said, no, not yet. The little boy told me. So I'm like, okay. Uh, I said, when are they gonna be here? He said, maybe tomorrow, maybe day after tomorrow. I'm like, where they coming from? He says, El Paso. I'm like, oh, okay. Way over there. Which El Paso on I-10 to Orange, Texas is like 800 plus miles.
Yeah.
Yeah. How long it takes to drive that? You know, straight through. So I'm like, man, y'all gonna be out here for a couple of days. So I said, look, and then they had that little baby, you know, plus that little 6 or 7 year old boy, and I think like a 4 year old girl, or maybe the girl was a little older. I don't remember. Maybe the boy was a little older. Anyhow, the little girl could talk English. The baby naturally couldn't even talk. The mama could talk very little English. So I said, look, I tell you what, I live right down the road. Y'all come with me. Tell your mom and daddy, y'all come with me. Y'all gonna have a place to sleep to get out of the bugs. So they walk in my house and she's like, oh, you know, like, oh, nice kitchen. You know, she said that, nice kitchen. She said, cook, cook. I'm like, what, you cook? She said, yeah, I cook. I'm like, there's the pantry. I opened the pantry door up. I said, and I opened the ice box in the freezer. Have at it. Go to town. And I turned the TV on and the little girl, and they put the baby down and stuff like that. Uh, and she started cooking. And let me tell you what, warmed up a meal like Granny couldn't cook on the Beverly Hillbillies, buddy.
That's
Oh
awesome.
yeah. Oh yeah. Authentic Mexican food. The next day, I told them, look, y'all have the house. Y'all have it. You know, go outside, do whatever. You know, you know, y'all stay here. So the little boy says, I would like to go with you in case somebody shows up. I said, fine. So he came with me, and I asked the little boy, I says, okay, where's the rest of your stuff? Where's the baby food and stuff? We have none right now, senor. So I said, no problem. So I says, what does the baby drink? You know, or what have you. I says, if we go to the store, will you recognize it? And he says, see. So we go to the grocery store, and I said, okay, here's the baby stuff. What does the baby need? Now, they did have diapers. They had plenty of diapers. And he pointed out the formula, that brand of formula that he was used to seeing in the cans.
Right.
So 2 cases of that. And I load that up in the car, me and him, plus another extra pack of diapers because I knew how big the baby was. Extra pack of diapers, plus some more groceries so she could cook some more. The mama. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I got to cook in my house. I'm going to buy the food, bud. So I'll bring 2 cases of formula over there. I didn't even go to my shop yet. Me and the little boy went over there and he explained to the parents what I did. And they started crying. You know, thank you, you know, gracias, you know, and all that. I said, hey, no problemo. You know, I can speak a couple of Spanish words. Okay, Missy, I'm coming. So, anyway, that went on for another night and another day, you know, of that cooking. Hold on 1 sec. My wife didn't hear me.
All right. Hey, Brian, how you doing, brother? How's things going? I hope that your son's doing all right and things have leveled out a little.
Okay, I'm back. Had to go talk to my wife for a sec. She was in the bedroom calling for me. She couldn't hear me. My wife's partially deaf.
We got
Deaf in one ear and partially in the other. But anyway, so that went on for another, all that day, another night, the next day, and maybe another night of all that good cooking. So their people finally showed up, and the little boy had I had an envelope with a piece of paper in his hand, and he says, "My family would like to thank you very much for what you've done, and they want to give you this." And he said, "Don't open it until we leave." I'm like, okay, you know, and it was taped, and so I put the envelope down, and the next day I opened it up, and it was a title to their truck, the one with the blown engine.
yeah.
Well, and it was signed, you know, by them. They knew they might have had an issue down the road somewhere down the line or whatever, so they had it signed over and had a notary seal on it and all that. So whoever got the truck, all they had to do was sign their name on it. So I just gave the truck to somebody, you know. I didn't need it. I had a nice car in a truck. Brian Wydell, how you doing, bud?
Brian went up to Pittsburgh with his boy who was having some intestinal problems.
Oh yeah,
See how things were going. So he said he's on his way back from Pittsburgh.
yeah. They had to unknot his gut. He couldn't poop.
I hope that everything went well with his operation. They got him straightened out. And he was pretty upset yesterday. You know, and that's one of them things that'll break a grown man's heart to know that a child's in a situation where there's not much you can do about it.
Yeah. True that. So Brian and the little boys on their way back from Pittsburgh. That's good. They're going home.
Yeah, I just told him yesterday, some prayers and some faith will go a long ways.
That's right. That's right. Knee-mail does wonders.
He said the insurance that they want
Covers none of that. So I'm gonna have to figure out a way to pay out of pocket. Well, hospitals are very, very easy to work with. They're very easy to work with. Uh, you can either go through human resources at the hospital, and they'll make you a payment plan. They'll actually what you can afford per month, and you abide by that. And if you have to go back to the same hospital, you have no issues, no worries. If you have to go back,
Yeah, and sometimes you can get the social worker at the hospital involved, and they can help you get resources to help with that too.
that's right. That's right. In fact, uh, you see, his son's autistic. So, and if it's a major medical bill over a certain amount, he automatically qualifies for a Medicaid card. Automatically. Yep. Well, Brian, that's it right there. What you just said. Uh, and I did, and they would do nothing. They were not covered down here. Well, uh, if you go through human resources, run the hospital because it works in every state. They cannot turn him down for assistance. They
No, I think
cannot.
that's federal, so that's all states.
Yep, all states.
Yeah, well, the important thing is his son's better.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
The absolute worst case scenario is, after 7 years they can't collect it anyway.
I probably wouldn't have that insurance long.
Well, hospital bills don't count against credit.
Well, I'm talking about insurance should cover some. And if it didn't, I wouldn't have it very long.
Yeah,
I'd have somebody else.
no doubt.
But what I'm saying though is there's a statute of limitations on a medical bill. If they don't collect it within 7 years, they can't come after you for it without having a judgment from a court for it.
Yeah. Well, I know in Louisiana and Mississippi, well, all over the South, Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Texas.
Tennessee.
Yeah. If you can't pay that hospital bill because they so exaggerated anyway, it's not going to go against your credit. Give you bad credit, and they can't force you to pay it because a hospital is a hospital. It's supposed to care for people.
Yeah, I think that what Brian's saying is that his wife makes too much money at work, and that's why they're not qualified for aid. And I think that there are other programs out there, other organizations that will kick in for people who get caught in the middle like that.
I think there's one that's just straight out just for autistic children, handicapped, things like that too. It's a federal program.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I can't remember the names, but I have seen it used before.
There may be some people in the community that might have some resources for information on that. I know that the Jeep and John said something yesterday. He worked in surgical field for a long time. There's bound to be some people that know people and where to go find those resources, Brian.
So I'm sure.
The main thing is that your son is okay. So
True that. That's right.
That's another thing about this group, the coin community. There is so many different walks of life that are in this community. I mean, from millionaires to the poor folk like us that do everything. You know, construction, doctors, lawyers, bus drivers, just the wide assortment of people.
Yeah. And a lot of those people have information on that.
Right.
You know, I mean, even a millionaire at times, he cannot donate money, all the time to everybody.
Yep.
He can do just so much, and that's it. And you're looking at a hospital bill for surgery. Oh God, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. So he should automatically qualify for a Medicaid card. Automatic, and that hospital bill is paid.
You get into
It
certain.
might take 2 months to get the card, but it will be paid.
You get into certain situations with millionaires that if you spend too much money, you get into an antitrust situation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people. The financial world is a double-edged sword.
Yep.
I tell you, I'll be paying a hospital bill for the rest of my life from my wife. I mean,
I got a buddy of mine that he's got a doctor bill that he pays $20 a month to his doctor, and they agreed on that. 20 or 25. We always doubled it to 40 when he got his check, his Social Security check, and he don't give it 1,100 a month. And the man worked hard all his life for 50 years, so that's all he gets is 1,100 a month, and he pays 20 a month to the doctor, but he doubles his payments. He gets it paid off. Next time there's another big doctor bill. Now he's on Medicare too, but some of that stuff Medicare don't cover. And then he works with the hospitals. That way, next time he goes to the hospital, they still work with him, but they cannot turn you down even though you owe them money. And that's a law. Hospitals, they have that law. They cannot turn you down for immediate medical attention.
No, but boy, they can make you feel about 2 inches tall.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but you're looking at dealing with somebody that's 28 years old, that's only got 10 years under their belt of working, if that, and you work 40 years of your life doing hard, intensive labor work in the hot sun. Yeah,
That's me.
they ain't got room to talk.
I ain't gonna draw.
And I worked hard all my life, and 10 years ago, I got a letter from Social Security saying that because I've worked so much, I'm fully vested in my Social Security retirement.
Cool.
Yeah.
So anything I make and I pay into Social Security, I'll never get back after that point.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's to support others that are drawing against the Social Security fund. But my retirement right now, if I were to start drawing it on a monthly basis, would be more than a lot of people get, that have already been through the system. They're on retirement.
I'll draw about $850 when I get to draw.
And see, I will draw close to $1,400.
Yeah.
And my grandmother, who was self-employed for her whole entire adult life for the most part. I mean, she had 1 or 2 jobs. She paid 100% of her Social Security, and she gets $870 a month.
Yeah, it's a shame.
It's a racket, is what it is. And you know, people think that Social Security is a entitlement program. It's not an entitlement program.
Pay for
It's
it.
an insurance program, and there's no entitlement to it. Now, they do have Social Security programs that are entitlements, but the actual Social Security retirement is not an entitlement program.
Yeah, Bill Guy. That's a
Let's go, guy.
SBA. That's the wide rim near date variety. It's the only variety I know of in the Susan B's. She is pretty.
Yep.
I bought a roll of these in 1979, and this is one of the coins out of that roll. I didn't open it until I think it was the fall last year around this same time. If I'd have known these were in there, there was 16 of these coins in that roll. And when this variety was found, these coins were going for about $100, just quick. Now they're worth 15, 20. I've been selling them for 12. If I'd have known they was in there, I'd have sold them. I'd have popped that roll open when I bought it.
You know, and that's just it. It's worth what people are willing to pay for it.
Who's that, Phil guy? I just sat back down. I was busy putting stuff up.
Yeah, that's the odd thing about Social Security is it's based upon credit points.
Yeah.
You know, once you reach
your last what, 4 quarters, 8 quarters or something that you worked? Or how much you paid into it?
yeah.
You could have paid, just say, $1 million in it, 10 years, and then you got laid off. Then you only made $10,000 a year. So it's going to go back what you made in the last 5 years at 10,000 instead of all that $1 million that you made and put into there. So you're getting screwed. Instead of getting like 2,000 a month, you're going to get 800, 900 a month.
Those are the things that they don't tell you.
No doubt. And then when you die, that's it. Your money's going to whatever else. Unless you're married, you know, then your wife's going to get survivor. You know, she's going to get your Social Security check every month.
Yeah, but she won't draw hers and yours. It'll be one or the other.
Yeah, right. And she's going to have to take the one. Well, you can get both, but it's going to still equal out.
You know, I missed I didn't get to draw survivor off my wife because I had to be 60 when she died.
Oh.
So I missed it from April to October.
But you got a die crack going on there between the one and the ponytail?
But
Or
No, it's
Excuse
die
me.
scratch.
Oh, scratch.
Yeah. Looked like a break there for a minute. See the others, there's 2 or 3 right there together. There, there.
Well, guys, Missy's calling for me again, and I'm gonna jet out of here.
All right. Well, thanks for having us on.
Check those
Oh
out.
man, no problem, no problem, anytime. I was gonna make this a little 30-minute, 1 hour thing. We've been going on like 3 hours and 30 minutes. So, but I had a blast for sure. You know.
Cajun, we do need to talk sometime today, beforehand.
Yeah, I'll give you a phone call before we start it off.
Okay, if I don't answer, I'll call you right back.
Oh, not a problem. Yeah,
But really, I'd like to get a hold of you beforehand and go over a few things that need to be done.
that's what I'm talking about. Yeah,
Okay.
before the auction starts, I'll give you a phone call.
Okay. All right, buddy.
Okay, yeah, I gotta get me at least let me see, it's 6:30. I thought it was about 6:30. Get me, I'm gonna wake up about 2, I guess.
I probably will go to sleep now.
Oh, you're not gonna get no sleep at all?
No, I gotta get these coins up, and I got a lot of other stuff I got to take care of today too.
Oh, gotcha.
I don't sleep much, anyways. Sleep's a privilege to me.
I hear that.
I don't get much.
Okay, Brian said I want the 800 number for Medicaid. So I'm on the phone with them. They're all talking to me now, and I'll let y'all know in a little.
Cool.
I want the 800. I have no idea what the 800 number is.
I think he's on the phone with the 800 number for Medicaid, is what he was trying to say. I
Yeah.
think that he tried to chat on his phone.
Okay, Phil guy said yell at him, Brian. He said I am.
Not literally, but
Yeah, I know. So if he's on the phone with him, then he's got a good head start.
Yeah. Well, like I said, the best thing that he could do is say his prayers, and everybody say a prayer for him. You know,
Yeah.
the best thing is that his son got taken care of, and his son's on the mend. So
Yeah, that's right. But I would go to human resources in the hospital and talk to those people, and usually they just set you up with that right away. You know, you have to have all his information, social security number, birth certificate, all that stuff. Even though he doesn't have a social security number, if you're still too young yet, they'll probably say, well, we need one, so you need to apply for it. Then it's a
you don't get one at birth no more.
was that?
You don't get your social number at birth anymore.
no, you have to apply for it.
Yeah, you gotta apply for that. I think I got mine when I was like 7 or 8.
Mine was with me like a tattoo when I left the hospital.
Oh, they probably did it right at the hospital then.
Yeah. I still got the original.
Yeah. I'm 55 years old, and I think I got my social security number, like I said, when I was like, I might have been 8 or 9.
Yeah, I've got a 227 number. That's the beginning number.
Yeah. And well, I've got a number that's before a lot of other people's numbers, and then I got somebody that has a 22 number that's younger than me, and mine's starts with a 4.
A lot of people start with 4 or 5. But I'm gonna get up here. Holler at me when you get a chance.
I sure will. Well, as always, guys, thank everybody for coming in, and
Craig, nice talking with you.
we'll
Yeah,
catch
good
y'all.
talking with you too, Mike.
We'll catch y'all tomorrow live at 5. Love, peace, crackling grease. Craig, thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you, brother.
And Mr. Mike Badger, thank you for coming in tonight. Also, you, Craig, again. And we did have a nice little discussion about the auction, and me and Roadrunner had a nice discussion earlier today in my other stream about it. So everything's gonna, and then Joe Durbin was in there also. So,
Y'all gonna join us?
you know, everybody's prepared.
Except me. I'm always late.
Nah. So I think everything's gonna go real smooth.
Hopefully Brian can get him some rest in the middle of the day here. So
Who's that?
Brian, I'm sure he's been up all night. Hopefully he can get himself some rest.
Oh yeah, yeah. And so
Look forward to seeing what he finds out, and hopefully they can get him some help. So we'll say a couple of prayers for him, and like I said, the best thing is that his son's okay and that he's on the mend. So
that's right. Yeah. An email going up again. So all right, everybody. We'll catch y'all tomorrow live at 5.
Okay,
take care, everybody.
hang out just a minute before you cut stream after you cut you.
Boy, you caught me just in time too.
I know. I was trying to get you, but
Go ahead.
oh, are we all? Now go ahead and kill your YouTube side. I want to talk to you on the stream for a minute.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. All right. And Craig, you can stay in here too.
Okay. Well, I don't want to impose. So
No, you're not.